All right, we are back with game two, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game two of Mayday, a Twitch affiliate celebration where we're, enjoying all the fun sci-fi horrors, Den Mother's favorite TTRPG genre, and our first game. Wait, why am I not blinking? Why am I not blinking? Hey, whoa! I must blink. Let me blink. Blinking. I must blink. But yeah. Hello. I'm not exactly blinking. I'm not sure where. But besides the point.
Well, it is what it is.
Yes, but everybody's there. So, we have game two. Our first game was with Mothership with the awesome Jod the Cod, who has been running a lot, was going through his OSR era. And right now we have another sci-fi horror, I believe, but this is more on transhumanism survival is what you would encapsulate this system in a nutshell. And of course, we got the players, me and Nero from the previous game, and the player from the
You.
last game is now the game master. Oh, so that's pretty great.
Hello.
Yes, so we're gonna keep things short and sweet for introductions. Of course, the only newcomer we have well, he's not exactly a newcomer. He's a game master. He's ran games in this channel, but he's not entirely new here. But we'll do quick introductions. So we'll start first with Yan. Introduce yourself. How long have you been playing TTRPGs, and who are you playing today?
Hi, well, I'm Jan Ivan. I've been playing TTRPG for a couple of years, I guess. I will be playing Josephina Yokefellow, Thrill Seeker, a bit of a scientist, a beta tester.
Nice, nice. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then we have Nero Harosh. Harosh. Just a
Oh,
quick
hello.
introduction to your character
Oh,
and
okay, sure.
yeah.
Okay, character I have at least for the main body because this is apparently transhumanist stuff. My main body is called Killjoy, real name Greta Brand, anarcho-socialist. Uh, yeah, I think that's like the best thing. Just anarcho-socialist, but mostly an investigator as well.
Wow, you really like your investigator. I see a pattern here. I see how it is.
Yeah, for sci-fi, I love investigating in sci-fi because
Mm,
it helps with like lore building as well. So
awesome.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And there's me. I'll be one of the few things I'm happy about this game is that I get to be a space octopus, more or less. That's the best way I can describe this character of mine. I guess I'm more of a creative, free spirited hacker question mark. I'm that's the vibe I got with this character. By the way, all characters made in this session is made by our game master Toby. So I
Yeah,
guess
pre-gens.
my name is Gawai Squared or Gawai Gawai, a fun play on the Filipino word Gawai, which is tentacle, and then Gawai Gawai, which is like kawaii kawaii, waving your tentacle. I love that wordplay. And the fact that I can do the wordplay here is pretty cool. So yeah, that's gonna be my character, and then we'll move on over real quick to Toby. Introductions. Give us a better brief of the system we're playing today. Give the audience a picture of what exactly happening.
Sure. So I'm Toby. I'll be running the game. Been into role playing games since the late 1990s. Eclipse Phase is a transhuman sci-fi role-playing game system where the concept of bodies are only as temporary as what the characters may need them for. It explores concepts of artificial intelligence as well and exploring other places beyond the solar system because Earth is off limits ever since the Titan AI had gained enough sentience to try to destroy humanity. Just a small correction, characters are from the pre-generated characters from the main book with some revisions to fit our player group better.
Mhm.
Um, I am also learning the game, so this is my first time to run second edition of the game system.
Yes. All right. I guess just a quick rundown as well. I'll be showing the sheet on screen. Um, I guess all the safety tools that we got going for the game. Are we going through that?
So real quick, I guess for the viewers as well. But the game does touch on a lot of sensitive topics, especially because it explores transhumanity. It's post-apocalyptic in its own way. We have hard lines on dead babies, harm to children, spiders, and real-world politics. Then we will have a number of portions that are veiled. The concepts of pandemics and related things are veiled, which means while the setting does have a lot of depth exploration of a super science pandemic, we will not focus on that in this session. There's also veils on drug use and a number of items that are under Ask First in our safety list. X card is always used, and open table is always in effect. At any time this game is no longer fun or comfortable, feel free to leave the table. We will not question you or judge you, but we do hope we can still discuss afterwards on how we can avoid that from happening in the future.
So thank you for that, for the quick run through. And
Great.
again, I would just love thank I would like to thank Toby. He ran changing the dreaming to us last time, and the spreadsheet game is strong. I love it. I don't know how much hours you put into this, but it's really good. Just showing everybody the sheets that he made for everybody. I think he made a total of 6 pre-gens that we could pick from to get into the system. So thank you for that, Toby. So without further ado, feel free to take us by the hand and put us through, shall we say, uh, put us through space where no one can hear us scream.
All right. So to start off, I need each of you to think of an important memory or moment for your character.
Oh.
A good one would be a very important memory or a core memory that
Ah,
helped
damn it! I was gonna
define
say
your
core
being.
memory.
Yeah. An alternate might be a more recent, intense moment, whether it's an intense traumatic moment or an intense happy moment. And whoever's ready, we can start with that player.
Still thinking. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Once sinking
Underclass. I
sound.
think I can. I think I can do that. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
We'll
underclass.
start with
go.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
For Killjoy,
Mhm.
Nero, can you give a quick, like 1 or 2 sentence summary of this moment?
Oh, the moment I would have like would stick in my mind would probably be like like protests outside maybe like a pharmaceutical company and not I'm not in it. I used to be more of like a student. I saw this and people were like rioting and whatnot and just generally being anarchists.
What was
And
the
I saw,
protest about?
the protest would be about. Again, I don't know much about this world, but is there like a life-saving medication? So,
Sure.
sort of.
We can make up a name for it. What does it
Okay.
save you from?
It would be from. I'll just use my previous one. Radiation sickness.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a life-saving drug, especially because it's spacefaring and space is freaking insane. So there's
Mhm.
a whole slew of anti-rad drugs that are being have a high markup because of how important it is. Like one of those hedge fund manager douchebags.
So,
So
to paint the
mhm,
scene, and do feel free to give corrections if necessary.
go ahead.
You were at a younger age. You were at the street when you witnessed this protest happening.
Mm-hmm.
You are standing on the, let's, I guess it's across the street on the sidewalk,
Yeah,
still with your school gear, whatever it is,
yeah.
and you see the mass of people. Many of them are holding their hands up, and from their palms, a holographic projection of the protest sign is appearing. Um, on the holograms, you could see a blinking light. Would you like to learn more? Which you could choose to click if you're connected to the mesh. Um, Around you, you could
Futuristic.
see numerous drones flying. They're all
Mm-hmm.
marked with the police colors of the corp police, and
Mm,
they're obviously keeping watch of what's going on and probably recording the faces of the protesters.
yeah.
Um, the factory the factory being protested has its gates closed. The security are all set up there, and they're pretty much in what would be considered riot gear for the time.
Yes.
One arm extended forward with a force field like projection. Their other arms holding batons that are crackling with electricity.
And the
And as
pharmaceutical company, I think I'll call them Blue.
oh, sorry, you went out for a moment.
Oh, yeah. The pharmaceutical company is known as Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Okay.
Yeah,
And this is anti-radiation.
yeah.
Okay.
They're
So
the
seeing the company Blue Moon, you're watching this as a child, and while the memory is unfolding, um, one of the women raises a hand up, and you notice her palm opens as a hidden compartment slides open, and from the skin pocket, you see a bottle emerge that has a slightly wired up tip. The tip starts to, spin on its own, and a spark happens, and now it's a Molotov in her hand.
yeah, for your Molotov. Yay, anarchy.
Anarchy!
And as you see the Molotov, in your mind, you're already realizing, wow, they're going analog for this protest. So it's harder to
Yeah.
shut down. Because true enough, the drones have moved into a geometric position around the protest, and these blue lights emerge from the drones, which create a grid around the whole protest group.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, all their protest signs disappear. They've been shut off from the mesh.
Yeah. Perfect.
The
Yep.
Molotov
Looks good.
flies, and as the Molotov flies, heading straight for the gate, um, one of the drones is moving and hits the bottle. It showers fire and rain too early,
Mm.
and everyone in the protest starts screaming as fire, flaming alcohol starts falling in all directions. You feel your heartbeat rising, you feel your breath quicken, and everything freezes as suddenly beside you, you see Ursula, your muse.
Mm. Dream.
Ursula appears. Miss Greta, are you all right? Sorry, do you say Miss or Mister? Or
I
Miss
believe
Greta?
gender's female, so yeah, Miss would be fine.
Okay. Miss Greta, I am noting a spike in your biometrics. Should I wake you from your dream?
Uh, do I rename this, or is the name of the thing Ursula already?
Oh, we can change it. I thought you named it Ursula. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no, no.
Feel free.
Is Ursula isn't the model, right? That is the like the
No,
name
no,
of it
it's the
already.
name of
Because you,
the. it-
hmm?
Yes, we can change it.
Oh no, I was just wondering because I could stick with Ursula because that sounds cool actually.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I'll just stick with Ursula.
Should I wake you from your dream, Miss Greta?
Ursula, I told you never to wake me up.
We are receiving a transmission. It is not from a listed register.
Okay, and I'll just wake up.
You blink your eyes open, and as you wake up, it takes a moment in the room. You hear the humming sounds of your chamber. You see the lights go on, Immediately on floating in the air above you, thanks to AR and your eyes, you could see the incoming message prompt. Ursula is standing in front of you as she asks you, "Shall I open the windows, Miss Greta?"
Oh, what time is it?
It is currently 5 in the morning. The sun has not risen yet.
Too early. I just opened my message.
She
I'm
nods
awake, but
and the
my
message
eyes are still half closed.
she nods, the message clicks open and a prompt immediately appears. Warning, this is coming from an unregistered sender. This has a 76% possibility of being spam.
Oh, wait, just spam? Like no, you know, what do you
Viruses.
call those things? Yeah, viruses or anything like that.
You stare at the message. You don't see any attachments or weirdness, but then you
Alright.
suddenly realize this could be firewall.
Ooh, okay. I shall open it immediately.
Clicking message open, the message opens, and before we reveal the contents, we jump to another player.
Good.
Ooh.
Uh, so everyone will like remember core memories, right?
Yeah, a memory of your choice that's important to your character.
Okay. Okay. So how about that? Josefina once stuck in the when she was like beta testing, she stuck in the new worker synth body that was essentially made in order to work at suns with high activity, like solar flares and stuff, with a
Okay.
strong like electromagnetic protection. But
Sounds
it
good.
malfunctioned, and she kinda stuck in the body that couldn't move because most of the like wires just burned off, but still functional. And she just observed the sun's state for a couple of hours, unable to do anything, till solar flare cleared and her consciousness, like information of her consciousness, were able to like be beamed back.
So we run through the memory. You are locked in the morph. All these warnings are appearing in your head-up
Mm-hmm.
display. Um, the solar radiation and activity is pounding against you, and you're hearing the communications from the nearby corporate admitting that they're having trouble, but a lot of it is getting cut off by the radiation
Yeah,
flares, so you're not
of
getting the
course.
full message. In your mind, as all of this is happening, though, you find yourself both terrified and uh,
Yep,
accelerated,
yep.
because it has been very uncommon to have a chance to actually just stare at the sun. And here in this facility that is designed to further studies on the sun and its activities, um, an intrusive thought enters your character's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're stuck here and they'll rescue your ego because the morph most likely will be disposed of anyway, should you risk staring at the sun?
Yes, definitely, absolutely.
You start to move your gaze upwards towards the sun itself when, true enough, there's a fluttering and a digital image is fluttering in front of your face. You see the feathers of Nightingale, your muse. Nightingale releases a series of small whistles, which translates to you as Josefina, staring at the sun will damage your optical receptors. Are you certain you wish to do that?
Yeah, of course, of course. I know that. But it will
I
be
will
fun.
remind you. I will remind you that the new morph with a new set of optical receptors will cost you at least 30% of your current savings.
It's okay. Money are to be spent. Anyway.
Nightingale flutters away and you find yourself staring at the sun. It is barely a few seconds before blindness sets in. But
Okay, but I
in
saved
your
this image.
yes, and in your mental state, you know how things sort of like become hyper time because you're like embracing each moment of seeing every detail you can before the blackness takes over. The
That was worth it.
the crew find your body, your morph body in amazing catastrophic levels of destruction. But they stare in shock as they see your morph's frozen smile, the dried up rivulets of tears that fell, and they retrieve your ego. As they retrieve your ego, you find yourself opening your eyes as well in your room. The blinking notification of an incoming message has replaced the memory of the sun above your head.
It's early in the morning. Who needs me that? Um, I check the message. Mm.
Clicking it open, Nightingale didn't even get to warn you anymore. The message begins to open, and we move to Gawai.
Mhm.
Ooh. Um, I guess like an important moment for Gawai in this point in time is it can be anything, right?
It has to be a core thing, like it's part of what either defines you or shaped you.
Okay.
So maybe it's something that defines why you got into the octopuses,
Yeah.
or maybe something that
Yeah.
defines
Yeah. And
how you view your life now. It's one
yeah.
of your
So in
motivators.
this, I would say one of the core memories is that she was young, quite young. Um, you basically see like I guess like zoom pan into a room that's kind of unkept, but there's a huge analog TV. It's a lot bigger than the head of the child. The child looks to be about 6 or 7 years old. There's like a controller. It's a
Mhm.
Sega Genesis, like a really like one of those outdated controller and consoles. And they're playing like
Yes.
space game, and they also it seems like they've been playing for hours on end. Another game that they're playing is like a similar platformer where there seems to be Martians that are attacking, and they actually fixate and take a while before they murder, like, or like, the typical end game, they have to kill the aliens and stuff. They kind of linger to it a
Mhm.
bit. They stare at it for a while, and then they hear the slamming of the door, making them jump. They turn off all the consoles. They rush to their bed, kind of lying down. But it doesn't stop whoever was slamming the doors, marching towards the room to open it and say, like, don't think I didn't hear the sounds from the front door. You and your games, you and your, like, it's going on a tirade now. And
Mhm.
this little child curls into a ball as they continue to say how much they failed in their grades. They were like, only an A? Only an A? You could have strived for better. And it was like barking at them. And as she just, all she tries to fixate on is the sounds of shooting games, the little, the the brick games when they're shooting through the asteroids of space. They're trying to take themselves out of the situation, and their mind floats to when they would take the form of the big boss Martian that's just charging up the beam and blasting everyone. It's just that moment. That's the memory that I would give Go away.
Um, the scolding and tirade continues in the background. Water starts to seep into the room. It fills until your ankle level when it spirals and spatters and outrises Shohoi, your muse. The muse turns to look at you with its gills and aquatic features, and Miss Gwendolyn, would you like me to mute the background screamer?
Opens eyes, looks, and eagerly nods.
You could hear the man yelling all these judgment calls, but slowly the voice fades away. Shiokai looks at you and smiles. Shall we play the game again?
Yes. Yes. Can I be the Martian? Can I be the Martian this time?
Of course, you can always be the Martian.
Yay!
And as you run to rush to start the game anew, the prompt appears in front of you. You see this imposing notification telling you an incoming message has arrived.
Opens the message. No hesitation.
You click it, and as the message opens, we have a group scene. Imagine the room coming into your mind's eye, and it's this vast expanse of a landscape as if it were, I guess you could say, like 800 800 meters up in this up in the air. Below
Mm.
you could see beautiful vistas of islands, of beach sides, of water and clouds. Each of you are seated on a semi-translucent chair that's floating in midair. And you are all seated um, in what seems to be a different morph.
Hmm.
The game system refers to them as infomorphs. They are digital versions of morph bodies. Um, Typically, when you are out of a morph body and your ego stack is connected to some system, you would have a basic infomorph, which is devoid of any features, has only a residual self image, but rarely has any other wear attached to it. The morph bodies you're on right now, you realize, are more than that. They're more than the standard versions of the infomorphs. Um, these actually are built with the digital speed trait, which means you are having this meeting at 25% speed faster than the real world. So you're
Yep.
accomplishing more things than normal. With the three of you seated there, you realize there is a fourth chair where a gorilla is sitting on the chair and looks a bit surprised. And then at the center of the chairs, standing airborne on nothing, is a woman with blonde hair. She's dressed in all white. Um, Her clothes are sort of like a mix between a bodysuit and a lot of hanging ribbons of white cloth. So when she moves, there are occasions you see glimpses of skin. But when she's not
Mm.
moving, it's almost like she's wearing a suit that has a cape. In lack of a better reference point, you might think female Mr. Sinister outfit.
Hey.
Yep.
Mm.
Glasses,
Same. Yeah, the same
nude
vibe as Mr.
makeup.
Sinister, or
So nude makeup, glasses, and as she looks at all of you, the first thing she does is, I apologize for the abrupt transfer. When you all received the notification, I had initiated a forecasting to an infomorph. I hope you understand the emergency of the situation. I am from Firewall.
do
Oh.
I again the morphs that are beside me? Are they
Mhm.
or the other ones? Do I recognize any of them, or are they all
Yes.
new?
Uh, for purposes of one shot being easier, you've all worked with
Mhm.
each other before,
Yay!
Okay.
except for the gorilla.
Okay.
Well, definitely woke me up in the morning. So, what's the deal?
We have an emergency situation. We are not yet we are not yet classifying it as an X risk, but we are concerned it may be one. So we have attempted to find the closest potential agents that we could pull for the mission, and that has brought us the four of you.
Oh.
If you would prefer to have introductions, I would request that you do it through your muses, just to maximize our time.
Oh.
She turns to the gorilla, and the gorilla just nods. Then she turns to you, Gwendolyn, to see if you have any questions or concerns.
I tilt my head and I just go, "Is this a game?"
She stares at you and seems a bit surprised and turns to the others. Shiokoi appears in your side, Gwendolyn,
Mm-hmm.
and mutters to you, "You're no longer in the dream, Gwendolyn. You're no longer in
Oh,
your memory."
oh. But is this kind of like a game? Do we get to shoot people? Do we get to do some fun things? I'm talking
This
to
is
Chocoy.
this is Firewall. Remember the group that you've agreed to be part of in protecting the world.
So we get to fight the bad guys.
When there are bad guys, Shokoi smiles.
Hmm.
Yoke fellow, you
Yes,
see a banana float up to you,
I grab it.
and the banana, upon grabbing it, you receive the message, and it states, um, "Instant conference with fellow muse, please."
Ah, sorry. Uh, Nightingale, can you please?
The bird appears on your shoulder.
I like, I give it the banana.
As Nightingale and the banana touch, they dance around each other. There's an exchange of light, and in your mind, instantly, you get confirmation of the monkey. The gorilla is Dante, also known as Montgomery. Uh, also known as, yes, Montgomery 86-3. He's an uplift and used to be an actual gorilla before technology helped him gain sentience.
Ooh.
Montgomery, or Dante, looks at you, yoke fellow, and gives you a nod. You realize through that exchange he also knows now who you are.
I don't. Ah, are you a fan of divine comedy? Appreciate.
Dante gives you that large toothy grin a gorilla can do.
I give
Killjoy,
the green back.
Mhm. Yeah. How
you do
much?
you have
How much
questions for the
control
host? Yeah.
do I have? Like in this digital space, is it like a dream where I can shape kind of whatever I want, or
If this was your mesh domain, yes. But
hmm?
since you're all guests right now, you're only allowed the interactions that the user has given you permission to do so. Do
Darn
you
it.
try
Okay.
stepping out of your chair?
No, because I wanted to like summon a glass of champagne.
You hold your hand up, and a menu appears, and you see there cosmetic refreshments approved, and the
Yeah.
bottle appears in the glass.
Right. I shall pour uh, wine into the glass, set it aside, and then start drinking from the the bottle. That's for later.
The woman sees that you're all getting acquainted. The muses start going around, so everyone now
Yeah.
knows each other's name. Well, each
Oh wait,
other's
I
character
give my
name. It's
glass
up
to
to you.
Ursula.
Yeah, it's up to you if you share your real name, but you are at least sharing your character names right now with each
Yeah.
other.
Okay. Good.
You also share your primary skill capability because in missions you have to know what can your friends do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Good.
so feel free to state right now what everyone else knows you're good at.
Oh yeah. For me again, I have two. I guess the first one is a kind of like a free runner, it seems, and also a little bit of uh, cyber. Oh no, actually, I have a defense against hacking, so I cannot, or it's hard to hack into my thing.
Mhm.
And my second morph is more of a social.
For Dante,
aspect.
you all
It's
learn his information is he's a good doctor, he's a researcher, and
perfect.
he's quite perceptive when it comes to noticing details.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
How about the
Gawai,
rest
are
of you?
you?
Eh, I'm also. I'm like. I mean, one of my sleeve can kill every single sight without looking too suspicious. Sadly it's Iron Reaper, but you know. And second one is pretty good at infiltration. So if you need to get somewhere, I can do it.
And Gawai?
I am a scavenger. I scavenge things. From what I can tell, I
Oh
actually.
no, did we lose?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
Yeah,
cut off there a
yeah,
little
I
bit.
thought,
Sorry, I'm like
yeah,
my
for a
brain.
moment I thought we lost.
It's okay. I'm generally a scavenger from what I can tell with my. I'm very quick and I as
Cursory glance.
yeah, cursory glance. I basically, if you need me to, I'm basically an all arounder. If you need me to scout, I can scout. If you need me to um do combat, I can. Basically, like kind of versatile, but I definitely it looks like I put all my stats. I have knowledge of the black market, and I'm good at
It's
scavenging.
okay. No need to cover everything. Just the key things that they need to know for the mission.
Yeah.
I'm a scavenger. And I know things. I know a lot of things. I'm very knowledgeable.
And then your just to confirm so that it's clear and there's no confusion. Um, it was only in the memory you were a child, right? In current time, you're an adult.
Mm-hmm. But very childlike. She's basically a gamer
Just
kid.
confirming because we do have the line on harm and children, so I just
No,
want to
no,
make sure
no,
we don't hit
no.
that.
It's not a child, but like somebody who's definitely regressed, who hasn't like they've avoided adulthood, kind of like a Peter Pan syndrome. So
Okay.
not childlike, but not a child, but
With that,
definitely like
the woman
yeah.
the woman turns to all of you and smiles. I am Aleph, and I have been sent by Firewall to give you your mission parameters. As we speak, we are currently already mapping out the forecasting necessities for the operation. Please choose your morph bodies to be sent to the mission.
Mm.
The mission is as follows.
Ah, okay. Just Vina wanted to say,
Yeah.
so what's the mission?
Yeah.
And yeah, mission is as follows.
Yeah, yeah.
We are working on digital speed. The mission is as
Yeah.
follows.
Bit of lag.
Your group is to head to a unexplored mission location in order to rescue the significant personalities that have been stranded there. The original group traveled to Europa system and were investigating the finding of an unregistered bathysphere beneath the Europa Ocean. And for those who are not certain, yes, that's a moon in Jupiter.
Yes, it is.
The exploratory team has been missing and has failed to send transmissions past the allocated time. Investigating the location is not a mission parameter. You are going in to rescue the significant personalities alone. And as she motions her hand, each of you, your muses, are beside you, showing the graphical representation of the four personalities that need rescuing. Allison Nikitin is the first one, and um, you see the visual image of her and additional information. Basically, they're researchers from their stat. One is able to traverse locations. The other one's good with geology and biology and chemistry. The other one's, of course, for security purposes, and then the other one is more for all around specialty necessary, whether it's infiltration or scavenging, surviving, and the like. So that's Alison Nikitin, Bosco Munez, Silla Gonen, and Davri Patel. I'll be sending the names on the Discord.
Bless. I was manically typing.
Yeah, because I know she doesn't like multiple syllable names.
The Firewall exploratory team were able to arrive at the location safely, but due to the distance from the surface, transmissions had to be sent in bursts.
Mm.
They were able to send 15 bursts of information before radio silence. Radio silence has now crossed the 24-hour solar day mark, and thus contingency protocols have been activated, and you are the rescue team.
Hmm.
The bathysphere is designated the bathysphere X91G7, and our initial findings from the burst transmissions imply it may be a lost generation colony.
Mm.
Ooh.
The bathysphere
Huh.
is 30 kilometers beneath the surface. Hence, your morphs will have to be placed in what we call a drop canister. The drop canister is the equivalent to a highly durable, non explosive torpedo that will be launched in the direction of the bathysphere. You should arrive safely. And for initial interactions, you will use the same pattern of entry as the initial team had done so.
Okay.
The
And
bullet vessel
oh,
shall
sorry.
be trained to
Mhm.
dock onto the initial team's ship, and from there you shall be able to gain access to the bathysphere with ease.
Was there any biological life form present in those bursts of information?
The
Is it
burst
like?
transmissions,
Mhm.
yeah, the burst transmissions did confirm that there is the likelihood of intelligent life. There were signs of cultural artifacts, bowls, clothing, and other chambers that served as sleeping compartments. The further transmissions then implied the possibility of the lost generation. We noticed that there were attempts to draw what we now believe, and she shows the graphic representation. It's a photograph that shows, think the world map if it was hand drawn, but
Yeah.
imagine someone tried to hand draw it from either from memory or from stories. So there's a lot of what real world people would say would be wrong graphical drawings. But
Yeah.
since
Also,
Earth
the
is off
scale is
limit,
probably off.
yeah. So but
I
since it's
see.
off limit, everyone just knows about Earth from stories, and from the map we can tell it seems to be an attempt to draw Earth.
Mm.
We believe it's a
Mm.
lost generation colony because, admittedly, most people don't care about Earth or its history. But this colony seemed to have an intrinsic interest in it.
I see. Hmm.
Alright. I also kind of want to know, bathysphere. I know what the word means, but what's the significance? What is this supposed to be
The
doing
general
again?
idea of bathysphere, it's an underwater colony.
Oh, okay. So it
It's a
is like
city
an
under the
actual
water.
bathysphere,
Yes.
like a diving bell sort of thing. Okay.
But
Got it.
in this case, imagine it to be, let's say, big enough to house a small city or a small town.
Oh yeah, because you said it'd be like sort of like a colony as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Understood.
Um,
Water
I
breathing.
dart a tentacle up to ask a question.
She turns to face you.
I'm asking as the character. Four of these people, are they alive? What happens if we're dead? Are we allowed to are we still supposed to extract the personalities if they're cuz there could be some
Retrieve their
instance,
If they're
stacks.
dead.
yeah, other items and stuff. Cuz I'm a scavenger. Am I allowed to, what if they're dead? Do we leave them be or we still try to get them?
If all four are found to be in no longer operational status, and you notice she doesn't use the word dead because
Yep.
in the age of
Yeah.
Eclipse phase, dead is not necessarily dead, right?
Yeah, I would say yeah. No, if they're no longer in operational status, I don't have the proper lingo for this game yet, but
It's okay. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
got.
That's
Okay.
fine. Let's assume you're not using the formal lingo, and that's fine. Then retrieval of their cortical stack is what is necessary.
okay,
So
noted.
long as
I
the
mean,
cortical stacks are retrieved intact, then we can resleeve them to bodies and regain their presence among us.
You see excited noises from the octopus because like yes, I'm given permission to scavenge.
eh,
like
hey, okay, let's say they are imprisoned by the locals. Are we allowed to make any trades with them as representatives of organization, or are forceful retrieval more preferred in such situation?
One
Just want
moment.
to.
Yeah, one moment, conferring. You see her eyes blank out, and then her
Mhm.
eyes go back to normal. The vote has been passed. The colony is considered and deemed unknown, and thus there is no need for negotiations unless you see it as the most vital approach to accomplish your mission. The survival of the four is paramount. Knowledge gathering and information gathering is not part of your mission. And yes, I know that is against many of your motivations.
Gotcha, 48 is then.
what? Interesting, spicy. This okay.
Are there any other concerns and questions or clarifications?
Nandiyo.
No.
She glances to the side, and you see the island below you has actually disappeared during your discussions. Some of you did notice that there's a bit of shifting of terrain, which is normal. It's like a screensaver. You know, you kind of ignore it when you're used to it. But
Yeah.
you realize now that it has been showing outer space.
Yeah.
And in the distance, you could see Jupiter closing in.
Yeah. Figured.
Our forecasting journey is nearing the end. You have 5 minutes for last introductions and communication necessary within the team. Will there be a need to designate a team leader?
Hmm. I point all four tentacles towards I forgot. I'm just gonna say Killjoy.
Who-
You gonna say me? You want me, the anarchist socialist, the anarchist? You want the anarchist to be the leader?
Which was
I mean, you will
I'll take it,
self-organize us.
but
Gorillas
Ah,
suddenly
yeah,
shift on
hey.
the
great
chair.
idea. That'll be
Gorillas
fun.
shift on the chair, turning towards Killjoy since the vote seems unanimous towards you.
Mm,
I don't
You
care
shall be
much.
our you shall be our leader, yes?
I suppose.
Then I am formally introducing myself as a show of respect. I am Montgomery, but for this operation I would prefer to be called Dante. I have been enjoying that book quite much.
hmm.
By the way, it's the future. Are there still paper books, or when he says books,
I
uh,
don't think it's a
yeah,
paper book.
Most books are now digital and they still call it books, but to have an
yeah,
actual physical book, nako,
is
parang
rare.
Bitcoin now.
Yeah,
That's like
exactly.
having super expensive valuable things.
Yep. So they use the
If
word book the same way we use phone books on
yeah,
our
uh,
phones.
I mean,
if it is if it is not to
ebook,
any detriment
book.
to the mission, Dante looks at you, Killjoy. I would like to ask, where are you most incapable of acting?
Hmm. What would is that like a mechanical thing? Hold on.
The knowledge of one's weakness empowers the team to know where they can contribute.
Oh, weakness. Oh, definitely.
It is
I
part
will.
of Sun
Yeah, I
Tzu's
will
Art of War.
say weakness would be. I'm not very scrappy in. I'm yeah, a bit scrappy in a fight.
He nods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Then
I
hate.
just
I
show. I just show my
Mhm.
hand, my like weak noodle, like weak nerd noodle arms.
Turns to Yoke Fellow with the same
Eh,
question in mind.
I hate long conversations. So don't count me
Dante.
on that. And generally on monotonous and boring stuff.
Dante smiles and then turns to Gawai.
Sorry.
Oh,
I phased out
yeah.
there.
What's
You.
your
What's
weak
your
what's your weakness?
weakness?
Weak side?
Is that a stat thing, or I
Just
can
so that
just declare it?
Oh, yeah. Declare
well,
whatever
it
you want.
also
It's
helps to
narrative, right?
base it on your stats,
Yeah.
to look at
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
are incapable or weak at.
Mm, uh, uh,
You don't have to list everything. It can just be I'm bad at blank.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I'm bad at lying.
Dante looks at you with a smile, then that makes two of us. The concept of deception is not something I have grasped fully.
High
I do
five.
not
Eh,
understand why living entities would seek to deceive others.
Oh,
actually make three of us. My combat form really hates it. I think it's kinda unnecessary, but it kinda makes things more fun.
hold.
1 minute till arrival, you hear the
Thank you
firewall
for
woman.
the raid. This is the second game right
Then I
now.
am
Appreciate it.
very grateful to be accompanying the
Thank
three
you,
of you.
Red.
It is not often an uplift is welcomed into the
Go,
ranks of a
go
mission.
eat dinner. I know it's pretty late
The
for you.
the gorilla gives a
Thank
small bow.
you. I hope you enjoyed your
Okay.
um crab game.
Okay. What do we see as we arrive? Presumably, we are the ones that are being like sent to uh,
Thank you. Appreciate.
the Europa, right? It's
Yep,
Europa. The moon.
you've now entered Jupiter. And as you've entered Jupiter space, you see the planet Jupiter on the side as you
Thank
approach
you.
the moon Europa.
Excellent.
You could hear communications from the nearby corporations that have greater control over Jupiter asking for the flight details. And the woman in the center, you see her avatar has shifted to that of some sort of grungy space trucker with body hair and you know uh, bad teeth as he gives credentials and stuff. You realize this is a black op mission that the other corporates are not being allowed to know about. After all, it is firewall.
Yeah.
Entering the moon, you are moving over the ocean when the woman turns back to all of you. Prepare for resleeving. I apologize for the stress.
Mhm.
We shall await your reports. Please transmit whenever you can.
Hilda.
Okay. Excellent.
Mission
Uh,
is go.
yeah.
Timer starting. And as you hear her say those last words and a digital timer forms above her, all of you feel everything go white. Have you chosen your mode?
Yep.
Starting would be at least for me. Yeah, I'll just start with my Killjoy.
Fury, definitely in this situation.
Yeah, I would.
It could have been
To
fun to take Futura, but mission is a mission.
Okay.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
Which
What
morph
is?
are you
What morph
bringing?
is
Like,
active?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
basically
morph is
your
active?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the Menton's the one for the tentacle one, or is it the Neo Octopus?
They both have tentacles because you did ask
yes,
for
you wanted
octopus
both to have
tentacles,
tentacles.
I
but
would,
one is an actual
I
tentacle
would,
and the other one's a human.
I would say I would go for the Menton right now. I kind of like I'll take that, but I can swap at any time, right? Or
Well, it takes time because you have to go
Takes
back, you have to
time.
reconnect,
Yeah.
and all this and that.
okay,
But
Basically,
yes, you
you
can.
can call in, yeah, call in like a different body, like somewhere down the line, but it'll take time for it to arrive because space.
Yeah. Sorry, Nero. Which body are you taking?
Killjoy.
The bouncer
Yes.
or the
Sorry. Yeah, the
still?
bouncer.
Okay. I'm highlighting in green so I'd also remember.
okay, I'll be
Right
All
the
now,
right.
it
I'll
seems
just be the
like
Menton
we're
for that. It
still
feels
doing
like
like a search.
yeah,
There's no
All
one
I'm
right.
to talk
using
to yet.
Menton for that.
You all go through the resleeving process. It's like riding a roller coaster in digital space. And during the roller coaster ride, you see snippets of different memories zooming past you. And the next thing you know, You feel the hum of the machines confirming that the resleeving has been successful. And as you open your eyes, you sit up from your pods. You realize now, as you awaken inside the bullet ship, that there are four additional pods beside yours, and inside those pods, you see your secondary morphs.
Nice.
The
Mm.
bullet ship is currently traversing through the ocean. And thankfully, with the inertia dampers, you are
How
not
how much
being.
how much space in the bullet ship?
It's large. It's roughly the size of, I guess you could say, think four buses that are,
Ah, gotcha. Okay,
um,
then
from,
Josephina does like uh, stretches, uh, checks out clothes, and generally does usual like texting procedure. Is anything is fine? Is everything fine? Is it working? Of course,
yes,
she
all, yeah,
Mhm.
go on, sorry.
Yeah, of course she trusts like the company, but it's better to check. It's force of habit.
You check your enhanced vision and hearing, they work okay. You inspect your bioweave armor in your body and you feel it there. You open your claws and pop it back. They're operational. You try the T-ray emitter, your X-ray vision. Surging waters outside.
Sorry,
Things
Discord.
seem to be all operational.
Yeah,
Discord.
Go
looks
away.
about right. Okay, one last thing. My arm is grr. Yes, this is working too.
Go away.
Sorry, my Discord disconnected for a bit. I only heard that Yoke was using his infrared.
It's
So
okay.
Yeah, just
Just
testing,
testing,
just testing.
yeah, just testing his body.
okay, yeah, I would
So you
also
sit up.
I
Yeah,
would I would just extend my telescoping limbs.
yeah, and that's for your tentacles, not your arms or legs. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You stretch out the tentacles and you see they're working fine. You
Mm-hmm.
love how dexterous they feel and the grip pads are present.
Okay.
Dante looks at you from his pod because your tentacles almost reach him. And Dante stares at you a bit surprised. You you wear a body that has influences of the wild.
Hmm.
Do
Nice.
you long to be an animal?
There's this smile that crosses on her face, like I believe there is a certain freedom that comes with this form, one that does not need to think too much, simply
Fascinating
exist.
and yet insulting at the same time.
I'm sorry.
Many of us uplifts never had a choice in gaining sentience, and it has allowed us to communicate better with you all.
Mm,
But we have always thought.
I suppose we all live within our means, whatever it is you feel is your your life is your life and my life is mine. Like she's very neutral about it. It's like I don't want any trouble.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
Dante give
Politics, oh no!
You see Dante give a small bow. It seems to be his way of saying okay. And then he clambers out of his pod and stretches as well. And you, Killjoy, as you step out of your pod and see that the prehensile elements are still there.
Yeah. I do have like a sort of like a cat tail. Sort of, actually, no,
Mhm.
no, no, because it says I have prehensile tail and feet, so it'll be more chimp-like. That's the case.
Yeah, more
So
monkey.
yeah, more monkey than anything. And then I get stretch out my all four of my hands technically, because my feet and my tail I consider as appendages. So stretch all of
All
it
of
out.
you, all
Uh,
of you see your muses emerge instantly as the muses give the small warning. Warning: no local mesh detected. Muse activity will be reliant on local stored information.
right.
Sounds about right. Yeah,
Well,
sounds
you
Yeah.
are
about
going
right.
deep. You're going
Yeah,
deep into
that's
the
about right.
ocean, so yeah, there is no internet down here.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna
As
say it was
you
like the the range, but it's the water that's making the internet all screwy. Okay.
Yep.
you see the incoming transmission taps from firewall, and through the transmissions, you hear from them. Communication should still be stable until further into the facility. You should be arriving at the drop ship that the first team used in less than 2 minutes. Be reminded you are beneath the waters. Be wise when using weapons and equipment. You do not want to breach the walls by accident.
Hmm. Breach the walls. Understood. And I shake my like little vest that I'm wearing and change it to like more of a blue color because apparently have smart clothing, so I'll change
Dante
it.
notices your change in clothes and stares at you for a moment and another one that takes from the wild.
Uh, why am I feeling the rise of the Planet of the Apes gonna happen at this rate?
Do
It
I?
happened already.
Does he actually? Does he say that out loud?
Yes, because he doesn't know how to lie, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay. And
god.
He's
because I
very
also have
upfront.
I have enhanced hearing, so I then say, "Yes, that is from the wild, but we do it better."
His face does not,
Ooh.
no, it doesn't show emotion. He just looks at you and last call for any last minute preparations before we finally step into the other ship.
Part of me's like,
By the way, they did us a water thing. Did they provide us with rebreathers or something?
oh yeah, I
I
just
know these are
realized.
Because you're
these are
not
mechanical
expected to step out
bodies,
into the
but
water. None have been provided that.
Is it okay?
well,
Sorry, knowing that, cause I do have gills in the other form.
yeah.
Can I just? Is there a way to do backsies? Like, can I just declare that I
Yeah.
was
We
the
haven't
octopus?
started anyways,
Yeah,
right?
can I
Is
just
that
be the
okay?
octopus, the neo octopus
Yeah.
form? Because
She just realized that
we are
you're
blubbing.
in water.
Yeah.
Well, one, you're not expected to step out into the water, so you don't really need the gills.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's fine to stick to your current morph because
oh
it also
my
eliminates a lot of the discussion we
goodness!
already had.
Sorry, I'm sorry. There's
Yeah.
Santa Sudi. Thank you for the raid. That's a lot of people. Thank you. We're in the middle of
Ooh.
venturing into the Europa
Hello.
moon thing. But yes.
The seas of Europa.
So I guess I'm taking the second. Like, there's no backseas right now. I'm
Yeah, let's just keep moving forward.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, that was just a clarification for
You
me
basically have
because
regret of not choosing
yeah,
the
yeah.
I have
After
regret.
seeing the water, you kind of went, oh
Uh,
damn, I should have been an octopus.
I know. I went out of this way to be a space octopus, and I chose the second form. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I was wondering why you did that.
Well, you still have octopi, so.
I'm gonna
Or do you
swap
want to
You're
later.
tell the
just
group?
you're just more
Do you
Doctor
want to tell the
Octopus than
group?
an actual octopus this
I
time.
wanted to be an octopus now because, like, I was just
Yeah.
thinking we were gonna initially scout and then take a pause
Uh,
but I didn't think
well,
we would
do you
touch
want to tell
water
the group?
first.
Do you want to tell the group you'll receive now?
I would like to re-sleep, yes. When I see the water, re-sleep, 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 re-sleep,
What
re-sleep.
So
What would you have
you
done if I didn't say anything?
you
I
hurry
would have
back.
just assumed.
Guys, let's go forward.
Yeah.
Because we're eating up time. Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
running.
yeah,
we
yeah,
have a lot
okay.
of time.
Go ahead. Yeah, we have
So
a time limit.
so you slide back into your pod and tell the group that you'll receive. You activate the procedures because thankfully you are in a vessel that's designed for it, so it
Oh,
is
thank God.
automated. As you slip back into the machine and the machine goes through the process, the rest of the group, you feel the ship now make gentle impact with the other ship
Heh,
because it was
looks like
designed for
we're
that.
here.
And as the connection happens, um, warning Clarence trigger to inform you that you are now docked onto the other ship, and you may begin the mission parameters.
Excellent.
Currently, you're
Okay.
still connected with Firewall, so if there's any last questions, now's the time to ask. If not, it's time to open the door and begin the mission.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's
I
do
think we're
it.
ready.
Everyone except Gawai is ready.
Yep. Did it
You see
all.
Gawai still in the receiving process.
Oh no.
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
sure nothing
Sorry.
bad is gonna
Splats on
happen.
the floor.
It's okay. I'm really sorry, guys. I just saw the water now.
I
It's
presume
okay,
that's what
we'll
you're
do.
used to because you're currently out of commission while you're receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can have them go ahead. It's okay.
Yeah, kumbaga your muse is
It's
telling them
okay.
that I'm
We
sorry,
all
guys.
exist together. We need to cooperate.
Yeah. Besides, you're an octopus. It'll take a while for you to like move, so we kind of just like hang around a little, and then once you're ready, we'll we'll go with you.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
go a little bit forward and just look in the
you
like
peer out.
preliminary area.
Okay, so
Oh, better off.
while
I send my guardian angel to look.
Yeah, you
you
have
activate the
freaking
drone,
drone.
Slow.
your
Yeah.
drone
That's
sounds
what
good.
they are for.
Your drone
But I
flies
tell them to
ahead.
be like sneakily, like yeah, place a cat.
So does that mean it's doing it slower?
Yeah, it's doing it slower, but rotor is quieter and it's trying to like hide itself.
Okay,
Yeah, slightly slower, but less noticeable.
with the chameleon skin apps open, your guardian angel flies into the other ship. Traversing the other ship, you are running full scans to see if there's anything you detect. Um, Please roll a percentile roll depending on what you want your first detection to be. Is it based on sight? Are you looking for something specific?
Uh, it's based on sight because I don't think there is a strong network here. I mean, we couldn't even found the mesh. Plus,
Okay.
if locals are drawing maps, you know, analog maps, yeah, it's probably not the way to look it. Okay.
So the guardian
What
angel
to
grants
roll?
you plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Your your morph grants you an additional plus 10 because I'm sure you're using your enhanced vision to study what you're seeing in the
Uh,
feed.
sure, of
So
course.
that's a plus 20. And then I shall have you roll your perceive. So that's a 60. So you have a total of
Okay,
80. 80 or lower?
so gotcha. So I rolled the 100, right?
Yes.
Let's go.
And while you're
It's
rolling,
20. It's
yeah.
27. Yay.
Okay, I'll get back to you. While you're searching, just to reflect the time passing while your drone's looking around,
Hmm.
Dante turns to you, Killjoy. What has brought you to imagine yourself having feet such as ours?
That's me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm sorry. You have a
Kumbaga, while
problem
you're while
with?
you're while you're both waiting for Gawai's
Mhm.
resleeving to
Yeah.
finalize, Dante decides to open conversation. You
Okay.
have you have opposing digits on your feet, similar to those among my kind. He raises his feet, which isn't the same.
Yeah. I
Was
think
it
you've
was it a
misunderstood something.
curiosity that has led to its utilitarian use?
I think you've misunderstood something. Uh, these are a monkey's feet. You are an ape, so it's not exactly the same.
Yes, I remember. You humans have a way of categorizing things in this scientific manner. I have been studying it and I find it fallacious.
Oh, you do realize we're also primates, right?
Indeed. which is why
So
I find it amusing that
all of
you
this
have yearned for
aggression
something
really
you
isn't
have
necessary.
evolutionarily given up on.
I'm just like, ugh, it's not a, yeah, not a conversation I'm willing to engage in
I'm
anymore.
sorry about this image.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
Dante raises both hands and realizes, I am distressing you. I apologize. I am tactless in my questions. I did not realize I was affecting you in such a manner.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll just go back to looking at the the resleeving process.
Am
It's my
I
friend
Glancing, you
out?
here.
see
Yeah,
receiving's almost down to 1 minute. Go away.
it's
Uh,
longest
oh,
minute ever.
oh,
While you're go-
okay.
while you're going through the receiving process, you're in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and in your mind, you're seeing flickers of memories of different things you've done in life.
Mm-hmm.
You see your father again,
Oh
and
no.
sorry, is that correct? Was that your father in the earlier scene?
Yep, it is.
Okay, you see your father again, but this time it's a different memory. And you see him holding a baby octopus in his hands as he looks at you. It's all right. Don't be scared. You can touch it.
I, in my fear, I reach out to it, grab it, and accidentally squeeze it a bit too hard that it actually. I feel like the creature would react by wrapping its tentacles around me, and that makes me
Yes.
like freak out a bit more.
And as you panic, you see your father, rather than help you, just breaks out and laughs. And as the laughter starts getting louder once again, Shokoy emerges beside you. Miss Gwendolyn, the receiving process is almost done. You need not linger in this memory.
I know.
Are you certain you do not wish us to delete it?
No, I need to remember.
Shokoy nods. Distressing memories are part of what makes a human build character. You are very brave, Miss Gwendolyn.
There's a weak smile.
And then suddenly it's abruptly all gone. And then you can feel your eyelids. You can hear the hissing noise. And then you hear resleeving process complete.
I wiggle all my tentacles. This feels much better. I
You rise up, and as you rise up, you feel your body in its new form. It takes you a moment to, alam mo yung, it's like when you wake up for the first time and you had a very heavy all-nighter.
Mhm.
You're like trying to feel your body again.
Yep. And then I just I wiggle all my tentacles, I do a little dance, and then I see that Killjoy's in front of me, goes, and I wave both tentacles. Hello, I'm here.
Dan- Dante sees you as well, looks at Killjoy, and mutters, I shall not speak. I shall distress again. He stands up and walks to go to check on Yokefellow.
I actually swim towards Dante and go, well,
Well, more
how?
underneath. You're not flying.
Oh, where am I? I thought
No,
it.
you're not in the water, right? You're all in the base.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought we
you're
were in.
splashing on the ground.
Plop plop
Did you
plop.
not realize this?
My.
But you can move. You can move in the ground.
Yeah, you can slither.
You're half speed compared to people. Your walker 2 aims for the ground.
Please tell me
I
you thought of this.
I look back.
I.
This looks fun. Do you need a hand? I can carry you.
Huh? The, it's,
Yeah, he's offering a piggyback ride or a
It's-
octopus
I
ride
wrap
here.
myself around Yokefellow.
And
Sure.
with that, Yokefellow, you see the readings on your search. Ship shows no sign of distress.
Mhm.
No sign of combat or danger. everything seems in order in the ship, and the team exited carefully. You notice that they even set up the communication system to send the burst transmissions.
Mm.
The system basically was they'd send comms. The comms are stored in the system. Then the system burst transmits every few minutes,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect.
and
I
that's how
see.
they were keeping in touch with Firewall,
Yeah,
at least
that's
until
good.
they stopped.
I think
And
we'll
no signs
mm,
of anyone breaking in, no signs of injury. The med lab has been untouched. The ship that
mm,
you're connected to is a full ship. There's like a med lab, an engineering bay, cabins. So it's definitely something you can use to leave later.
Okay.
okay, great.
That's
I would
odd.
like to, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because again, we're looking for these people, and we know the steps they took, right? Like where they started and then where they were like lost, or how
Yep.
much info do we know about their like route? Because
The
for the
route
moment, mhm.
the route leads all the way to the bathysphere and the locations they spotted there. Do you want to
Okay.
pull up that information now, or do you want to visit and check it on your own?
I think for now we should follow in their footsteps. Basically, just again investigating, following
Oh,
lead.
right. I want to like
Mhm.
connect and check the logs. Are
You
there
you
any like records, cameras, stuff here?
Yes, they have a generous supply of logs. The
Oh,
bathysphere is roughly the size of a 5 by 5 city block. So imagine 5 blocks in
Yeah,
terms of
that's a
length
lot.
and width.
mhm.
There are actually lots of chambers for sleeping. There is a small artificial garden slash farmland section which they use to generate food. There was an energy and processing sector, which from their findings they found to be operational but not on.
Uh,
It's just they had shut
I
down
like
the garden.
binge through it and then dump all of it to Nightingale. Hey, Nightingale, please sing to me. Is there anything out here?
Nightingale syncs the information with you and offers to transmit to all other muses because locally you are now a mesh.
Okay,
Ah,
great.
yeah, sure. The more the merrier.
Okay,
Everyone
as
receives the same information packet. So
yeah.
generally, everyone has a map of the bathysphere. And the general looking at the pattern of the path of the first team, they carefully went through the locations. Sleeping cabins were found empty, no sign of distress. It seems that whoever left there left peacefully. Um, the farmland has now overgrown and rotten. So like the plants
Mm,
grew on their own for a while, then since no one was harvesting them, they started to rot.
okay.
Which implies time had
See.
passed when the first team found this place, the farm empty. The engine and waste sewage disposals are fully functional and had shut down on their own because of no one maintaining them. And
Oh,
the final
nothing interesting from
destination
the
of
look side. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the final destination of where they went is at the very center of the bathysphere. Um, think of the bathysphere, so it's a 5 by 5 space, right? But um, imagine it has a caldera-like portion in the middle that dips lower.
Mm,
And according to the maps, it's because the bathysphere was built to connect with the ground level of the seabed.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
And it seems, according to the logs, they found a unexpected structure. But then the information on the structure currently does not sound good.
mm,
Oof.
okay.
From what you read, it seems they think it's a Pandora gate.
Mm.
Okay. Those are like the FTL gates, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Mm,
And according
okay.
to the specifications of the first team, it's a very small Pandora gate. Most
Okay.
Pandora gates are
Oof.
big enough to fit a ship. They're like the size of the moon out in
Yeah.
space. This one is like the size of a single condo unit.
Okay. So it's essentially
Ah.
like the Super Gate and a Star Gate.
And according to the findings of Team 1, the gate is operational. We will attempt to traverse the gate.
Okay, great. I think we kind of know what happened to them, but we're supposed to
Yeah,
be
but
rescuing. So
yeah, but also not really. I don't think that all of them gone through the gate. You know, protocol. Someone ought to stay here, but there is no one.
Yeah.
So probably someone or something gone through the gate and grabbed them all.
Well, the problem
You
is again, it was
sorry,
all
just to
clean. Remember?
yeah, just to confirm that one, the logs don't show any such
So it was a
inciting
rogue.
event.
So it
Yeah.
was a rogue guy that cleaned the logs. Big
No.
deal.
What they do state in the log is that initially Davri Patel went through the gate alone. Davri Patel returned with exciting information. And then
Yeah.
the next entry states the colony seems to have survived.
Yeah.
And then
I know.
that's
kind
where
of
they have the
understand
last information. So it's most likely it was an unlocked decision for them to follow.
Yeah. So everyone
That
definitely
was
followed. Yeah,
dumb of
everyone
them.
followed
Okay.
through. Yes, that's because again there were no signs of struggle. Everything's clean. There's no
I
like burn
see
marks. Yeah.
now.
So it's definitely they're on the other side of that thing. However, just for our due diligence, I will say to everyone, I think we should at least try to retrace their steps, see if they perhaps left anything behind. So go together and
I mean,
keep an
any
eye
more
out.
logs would have been useful. Because exciting discoveries, you know. Okay. By the way, are there any like maps and stuff from the colonies that left here? Like what they mentioned, like you know, hand-drawn Earth or something like this.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Maps of what
Uh,
place?
of Earth, like you said that they apparently found a lost colony and there was like some
Oh,
hand-drawn maps of Earth.
the lost colony they found. There's no additional information on that, save for that one line.
I see. So it's probably behind the gates. Okay.
Yes. Again, this place is clean, so I just want to do a like again once
Due
over
diligence,
retrace.
gotcha.
Yeah, we'll retrace everything that they did, and then we'll make our way with a goal of going to this Pandora gate that they found.
Yeah.
Just checking
Okay.
on Gawai.
One
Gawai, you've been
moment
quiet.
only. Oh
Hold
yeah,
on, wait.
Gavai first.
Yeah.
Then am I okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emma.
There's a lot of information. I'm just like sloading. Pandora Gate.
Okay, no problem.
I'm absorbing all the information.
Yeah.
All I know is that you'll just see tentacles like very excited, wiggling at the
Yeah.
mention of like the discreet like we can pick up something that was left behind. Their tentacles move excitedly. That's about it. But I'm just absorbing breakneck pace information, so I'm just here. I'm
Fine. Yeah.
slight brain overload.
Just also making sure.
Brain overload.
Don't worry, I am in.
You know,
Don't worry, I am in
Um,
sci-fi mode right now. I
So-
get this.
Yeah, same.
So
Don't worry.
the question the GM has for everyone.
Sure.
First, since you're retracing their steps, does the team want to split up to cover more ground faster?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or will
let's
the
split
team-
up. It's
Hold on.
always fun.
Wait. I just want to confirm first. These retracing. Is it like large? Is it like extremely long, or can we like finish this in maybe like an hour or so?
Yeah, it's
5
actually
city blocks.
split.
Yeah, I think 5 city blocks.
Yeah, but presumably they didn't
So-
go for like the entire thing, or did they?
They went through the whole place. They slowly they're doing what you guys are thinking of doing. They made sure the place was secure before they stepped through the gate, it seems.
Okay, it might take a while, and we are on a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Yeah,
sorts.
it's also.
Well,
yeah,
it's a
it's
rescue
also
mission.
extreme.
Yeah.
And also, to be honest, because I can't be honest in this body, it's extremely boring.
Not only that, no, it is extremely boring. However, it it do us best to get more information before we jump into apparently this legendary gate. Pandora gates are not common, right? If I remember correctly from the lore you
Yes,
mentioned
there are
last
only
time.
four
Yeah,
in existence.
yes, these are super rare and not
Really?
this size. So this thing is special, and I don't want to just jump into it in
That
case
Okay,
said,
you know.
I'm willing to wait in the name of cooperation.
I
Dante
slowly,
speaks up.
I'm in the back of a yoke, and I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
slowly reach out and reattach myself at the back of Killjoy, and it says, "I'm going with you. You have more
You
Oh,
can
chances
talk.
for loot."
my spine immediately like curves. Oh, you're too heavy. This
Latches
morph,
on harder.
Dante, Dante
this
speaks
morph can't
loud.
carry heavy things.
Eh,
Get off me.
I wish to offer a proposal.
Eh,
mm,
Yes.
As we are all connected right now to our local mesh, perhaps we can move in teams of two, with the
that
That would
promise
sounds
that
be
none,
reasonable.
with the promise that
yes.
none shall enter the gate without the other team.
mm,
I
Uh,
agree.
okay, I agree.
And then
Okay,
I try to like
I take Gavay.
no. Gawai should be with the monkey or with the gorilla.
I'm,
Uh,
I'm
go
a
with
Okay.
your
scavenger
furry friend over
though.
here.
I'm a. I don't. It's are scavengers. Okay, I guess like pulling back real quick on the mechanic. Are scavengers good at retracing steps? Because as far as I know,
Eh,
we kind of deal with more of like scraps and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm
but
giving you to the
but
gorilla.
but in terms of retracing steps, again, you all have the logs to rely on and the maps that
Yeah,
the previous team made. So you're not gonna do skill rolls to retrace their steps. You literally
yeah, it'll
have,
be fast.
okay, at this point they went here. Let's go here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, this is just
Yeah.
a test. It's just a check. Left anything behind, and then we go to the gate.
Yep.
So
If it's
so
just
does
for
the
check,
team
I still stick to Killjoy and refuse to leave.
Oh, God damn it! You're too heavy.
I have chosen you. You know where to go. I wiggle my tentacles
so
around you.
I,
so does the team split up to explore the bathysphere, or does one team explore the
Yep.
bathysphere while another team further explores the ship
Water,
for any other thing?
water.
no, we're sticking to the bathysphere because that's the
Yeah.
main. Yeah,
Okay. So
seems more
the two
important.
teams make their way out of the ship. I'm just assuming you've allowed your muses to connect to the communication
Of
system and
course, of
burst.
course.
Oh, yeah. Again, all technical stuff to remain in communication. We do that.
All your muses give you a thumbs up, confirming communication links are established. Um, you now make your way out of the ship and move to the bathysphere. And as we close Act 2 of this game, the camera, if this were a TV show, lingers on the ship. The camera flies into the corridors of the ship and stops in the morph pods of the ship.
Ah.
And as we stare here in the morph pods of the ship, we realize that there are no secondary morphs. They
Oh.
did not bring
Oh
backup power.
no.
Our
And that
secondary morphs are not here.
no, the first team did not bring secondary
Oh, for the
morph pods.
first team. Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh crap. Oh
Uh,
no.
yeah.
Just
I kind of
establishing
forgot.
that as a detail.
I forgot to ask this as
Uh,
well because I just realized I apparently have what's known as a servitor, a common helper, or a janitor. Uh, could I have had that thing, or what is this? Is this like a robot? Is it a human being? What is this?
yeah, you have a small robot that is a
Okay.
servitor. Yeah, it's
Could
basically
it?
you have a small
Hey,
bot. I think BB-8.
Oh, damn it! I thought it was like slightly bigger because I could just put the octopus on the damn thing.
Well, we could make it. It's like maybe a 2 foot tall thing, and then you can put the octopus on it.
Alright, I shall take Gawai. Say, alright, stop killing the back. The spine replacements are expensive. Ugh.
Okay.
I'll put
The
her on the
bathysphere,
thing.
I
through
wiggle
the
my
umbilical
tentacles.
connection
Ooh.
from the ship, you you make your way through the umbilical connection to the bathysphere. The bathysphere is From the plans and from the surveying of the first team, it's a polished white and silver dome that seems to be attached to the base of to the ocean base to the base of the ocean.
Mm.
From the outside, it is almost invisible. The first team's notes state that they only discovered it because of transmissions that were energy pulses that were not making sense that they detected while they were traversing the ocean surface. Um, the entry point is the farmland, and you see the stretch of land which is like 2 blocks long. There's artificial panels on the ceiling that mimic sunlight. You're a bit surprised to notice there are clouds, and it seems that the systems here actually were able to have something close to artificial weather. The crops, however, are all now brown and dying. There are weeds galore all over the ground. Many of the weeds choking the plants that were once growing for harvest.
Hey, like,
The
cause.
nearby the nearby farm
Mhm.
droids are not moving there, but the ones that dig the ground and stuff, they're all just stationary there.
Constantly moving under such pressure on the bottom of the ocean. Must have been exciting for them. Kinda shame it didn't work out.
Dante looks at one of the crops. I actually will have to contradict you there. He grabs one of the dead leaves and stares at it. This to me appears to be a seventh generation cutting, which tells me that the farm actually was able to keep growing for at least 7 sun cycles.
Farm, yes, I meant human. And other persons, I guess. Mm.
He crushes the leaf and you see the bits and pieces falling to the ground. You traverse the farmland. Everyone, real quick, perceive rolls. Don't forget your
Okay.
bonuses if any.
Okay.
All right.
Perceive rolls, yay. Okay, my perceive. What's my perceive is 60, and I have it's
I
70.
just roll a d100 and ask.
Mm-hmm.
It's 70.
I can help
55.
that up. You can focus on rolling if
I
you
mean,
want.
it's again. I
Yeah.
think it's again 80 because I have my drones with me, so there are
Yes.
bonuses from drones, there are bonuses from my
Yeah.
vision, so again 80.
I got a 4.
Ooh, that's a
Let's
good
go.
roll.
Okay, clear the 100 roll. It's 36.
Okay,
With
that's a
skill
good
of
roll.
80, it's a good. Okay.
And it's 36. It's above 33, so you have a superior success.
Yay!
Um, how about Killjoy?
I got a 55. Unfortunately, my rating is a 50, so I'm 50.
Yeah. So you were more focused on looking around and you didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a fail. It's just that you didn't spot something of interest.
Yep.
Gawai,
Let
with your success,
me see.
spot you spot a few harvest canisters. Basically, food that had been harvested are kept in these canisters and are later processed for in the kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you crawl up to it to check it out?
I relinquish wherever it is that Killjoy placed me, and then move over there. Looks is for me. It's potential for loot, so I do slither my way through or wiggle my way
You
through.
you get you get to the food canisters, and as you check, they're intact. The canisters are still self-regulating, so I think they're like refrigerated. The harvest is actually still viable to be processed into food.
Interesting. Can I start looting them?
So they didn't bring it. That's the interesting thing about this the most. If they're traveling out, why not bring the food canisters?
Exactly. I
You mark it for looting, I presume.
Yes,
Parang collect later.
I put in
You
my
put
hammer
you,
space or whatever space I
I'm
have.
sorry.
Do I have
and while you're
space?
doing that, you can't carry the food. This is these are crates. These are like think think 6 balikbayan boxes.
Oh my.
Yeah, like a pallet. It's a pallet.
Yeah, it's like a pallet.
Okay.
It's a harvest.
It's like the thing you put in like storage that requires a forklift to.
Okay.
Yes, but I presume you mark it and remember to loot it later.
Yep.
Parang mine.
Yes, I slapped it with stickers. Mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say stickers.
My name is on it. It's mine.
Yeah,
And then you
I lick my tentacle and smear it all over the food. Mine.
Oh
Would
god.
you like to give a name to your guardian angel?
Uh,
You're
mm, Not really. Guardian Angel is actually a good enough name.
Okay. Your guardian angel spots something, and when you review the footage, you think you found a graveyard.
Ooh.
ooh.
Hmm.
Do you inspect it with your guardian angel, or do you ask the team to join you in the
Yeah.
review?
Yeah, I just suspected in Guardian Angel. No need for my personal presence.
With the drone studying the tombstones, the markings, it suggests the bathysphere colony survived here for at least 70 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
And you're looking at the dates and stuff. The most recent death, um, the earliest date would be at least 5 years ago.
That's
So
pretty
the
recent,
team
actually.
arrived and arrived and found the bathysphere empty 5 years. It's been empty for 5 years before they arrived.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
At least, or no
before they
one died.
arrived, it was.
Yeah.
How long ago did the first team?
Disappear
Yeah,
24
arrived.
hours
24
ago.
hours ago.
Ah, disappeared?
Oh, only a
Yeah.
few hours ago. Oh wait, they disappeared 4 hours ago.
24.
24.
24 hours ago.
24
Okay,
hours
but they
solar
arrived
something
much.
something, yeah.
Yeah. So how many? Yeah. How long did? When did they arrive here again? That was
Basically,
their arrival time.
the first team arrived. You could say they arrived like 2-3 days ago, and then they
Okay,
did
there
their
we go.
surveying,
I see.
and then they lost. And then they lost contact, and then after 24 hours, you were launched now as a mission.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, good. So they've been here at least for
Oh.
days. They didn't just like arrive and then immediately
Ah,
disappear.
I
Okay,
retranslate and
good.
again. Mm-hmm.
Any
Okay, that's
additional
odd.
things you want to check out in the farm, or do we move to the next section?
Uh, yeah, they're the ones at the farm. But for us, yeah, you were
Yeah,
looking
because
at the graveyard, right?
well, you all entered at the farm. So now, are you now moving to split up and check a different region, or do you?
Oh, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Yeah,
jumping point
let's
was the farm,
go.
right?
Yeah, both me and Yoke will take the. Oh no, me and
Go
Gawai
wide.
because on me. Yeah, we'll take like maybe like the eastern side. The rest will go to the west. So I'll
So
just go.
let's use the facility.
Mhm.
Just residential, power, sewage, because the last is the door.
Okay. I think sewage.
Just
So you head for the sewage plant.
the
Yeah.
Yep.
the food canisters that
Yep.
I found. I guess it's just is there some sort of intuition where I would, because like it looks like it was left behind, right? Would I know
Mm-hmm.
this is the first location they went to, or did they? Is this like the one that passes from the entrance to the farmhouse? Like this is the first place to go to, or is there?
The Yeah, this is where the umbilical connects to.
Okay, so this is like the
So
first
everyone
path.
landed at the farm.
So they
Yes.
on the moment they got here in the first part, they dropped all of their what is essentially food in the
No,
front
it
area.
seems the previous inhabitants had harvest, but then left it.
Mm-hmm. Strange. Where would be
Because
the yeah?
normally you'd think the colony would leave because they can't have food anymore, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the case here.
There's a
Okay,
storage
so
spot here?
what's
Is a storage spot close here?
In the farm, yes, there is.
facility. I go to Killjoy and wiggle my tentacles. Storage.
They headed off. Killjoy. Oh yeah, sorry, Killjoy. Yes. Okay, continue.
Killjoy, tentacle wiggle. Storage, storage,
Yeah,
storage.
yeah. What about the storage?
I want to look at the storage.
Okay,
Storage.
then yeah,
So,
I'll.
so which will wait? Go to storage house first.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so, because
Storage.
So the two of you divert.
she's excited.
Yeah, the two
Yeah.
of you divert, and as you step into the warehouse, here you see that the food stores are empty. They're gone. The pallets are gone. They must have brought the ones here. They just didn't bother with the one on the field. You see a
Yeah, I think I
board.
got that.
You see a data board that when it takes a little bit of tweaking to activate and it lights up. Um, you see that 5 years ago, the markings show that the colony did plan harvested, and it seems they hit a certain quota. And once they had that quota, they grabbed it and left, leaving the
Yeah.
excess.
Darn it. I kind of. Yeah, I figured that was the. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna, like, think
Do
a
any
little
of
bit.
you
And...
have any theories?
Yeah, I do. So I'm
Share
gonna.
comms, we can talk, that's okay.
Yeah, basically gonna share it to the. Okay. Either everyone in this colony decided they wanted to move somewhere different, or they were forced to move. I'm going with
Hmm.
the latter. I don't know.
The food speaks.
We're aware of since we're all like morphs and whatnot. Even the ones in the colony would be right. There are no like fully organic humans like anymore. It's all like
As
wetware.
far as we know, there are no more people with bodies, but sometimes there might be.
Okay.
But as far as history is concerned, no, there are no humans with bodies.
And these bodies of ours can be hacked, or is it like super secure? Because I think
Yes,
my
they can be
theory.
hacked, but it is never easy to hack.
Yeah, I think this might be like a Pied Piper sort of thing. They got
Dante
moved.
speaks up. Pied Piper, that is the story of the man who was tasked to remove the rats from the city. But then, because he was not properly accommodated with compensation, he punished the city. Yes?
Yes, by taking all of the children.
He is a hero.
In a sense.
Any case, so there. Yeah, like any case, so
Hey, I'm an
it
anarchist.
still
I actually
seems-
do
yeah.
think I do think he is kind of a hero.
Okay, in
They
any
screwed
case,
him over. Yeah.
In case, it kind of fits to roach AI. I'm sorry, Nightingale, you're not a roach. You're awesome. But yeah, coming from the gate, Titan and stuff.
Yeah.
Titan.
He got taken over.
I
possibly.
do not see any signs of violence, however. He looks
Exactly.
around.
It shouldn't been. It could have been not physical violence, but mental ones.
Yep.
You know.
Dante looks at you because he's with you, Yoke, and he nods.
Mhm.
I do not trust those with abilities of the mind. And if this is a lost generation colony, they would have that in large amounts.
Okay.
You're probably
He
Uh,
suddenly
correct.
at
realizes
this
something.
point, yeah,
If they
knowing
are a
that
lost
we could.
colony, however, would they not be more suited to fight such mental attacks?
Well,
That is true.
could be
Huh.
other reasons. So we'll keep an eye out for anything. And knowing that this might happen, I will now use my things. I
There
did not
is,
know
Oh,
what this would be
there's second.
for.
There's
Sorry.
a second option. There is like absolutely heavenly place coming from on the other side of those gates, and they just found this place, took all their food, and now living here with all the scientists too, because it's just that good. Or like atmosphere of this place is filled with drugs. It's also an option.
I think if that were the case, they would at least tell someone.
I mean,
Cause
they did.
yeah,
Scientists did say that they found something absolutely wonderful. It fits.
yeah. But again, they would tell not just they would tell everyone else. If there's a paradise, I highly doubt they just keep it for themselves. But who knows?
I mean, depends on how greedy they are.
For Yoke and Dante, since you were moving away from the warehouse, where did you
Mm-hmm.
end up at? Are you at the residences? Are you
Yeah,
at the
sounds
energy?
uh probably residences. Uh,
The
Albeit, you
residences.
know what? No. What place is closest to the gate? Of course, we're not
It's at the
gonna,
center.
enter the
You, you,
gate,
you
but
can actually approach the gate from the farm because it's at the
okay,
center
yeah,
of the
yeah,
farm.
yeah. I wanna check like near the gate with like hope that maybe something will go out and something fun will happen.
Oh my god.
You approach the gate
Immediately.
and in the surroundings in the surrounding area where the gate is, you and Dante find first of all there's an instant camp that has been set up. You
Mm-hmm.
realize it probably from the first team.
I
You
see.
notice that they've also set up smaller areas in the camp for resting. You notice they have also one of the transmitters that transmits to the ship any mission recordings they mark down. So the team
Mm-hmm.
definitely was out here at the entrance.
See.
Studying it further, you do not see signs of violence. There's no burn marks from laser fire. There's no brownish stains from blood that had dried up. Are there any further investigations you want to do though, other than the
Does
cursory ones I
is
shared?
portal open or closed?
Looking at the doorway, it is glowing. There is
I see.
a there
Okay,
is
so
a the
technically we
portal.
as I'm like okay, we as a team won't be entering here, but my drone on the other hand.
You turn
Okay,
to your
I will
guardian
send it.
angel. Go
Yeah,
on.
and I send it here. Guys, I'm gonna send the drone. Okay, you know what? I wanna roll my willpower -20 to not say, guys, I am sending drone here.
You
Hmm.
basically want to do it
I
without them
mean,
knowing.
it's technically, yeah, it's technically not lying, but it's still kinda like. So, what's my will in this case? Oh,
Well,
I need to hit 10. Okay.
yeah, your deceive is 10,
Gotcha. Let's go.
and we get 1.
What the fuck?
Bravo!
What the actual fuck?
I can't
Sorry.
see that roll. What is it?
It's a
It's
one.
He
one.
rolled a 1 in hopes
Oh
of
god.
in a 10 or lower he rolled a 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
good for good job.
So without
Okay.
telling
Yep.
anyone, you
Yeah,
watch
I
the
just sent
guardian
the drone
angel through
here.
the doorway.
Yeah.
The guardian angel flies and starts moving towards the arch. Dante looks at you and you see him. He shuts off his comms, and turns to you. You are
Yes.
not telling the team.
Uh, I'm just testing. Yes, I am not telling the team because, to be immediately honest, I am not sure if they will approve it, but I think this will speed up our job. And, our job is to get out those people safe. And quicker we do it, the better. I immediately
If
said
you
that
may,
I am against proper protocol and
if
stuff.
you will allow me, he motions you
Sure.
to stop the drone.
I
He reaches to his clothes
cooperate.
and
I stop the drone.
he pulls out a
Yes.
small canister. The canister has some sort of panel connected to it. And as he activates the panel, the canister opens and you see a small swarm of mini drones flying out. It's a pusher swarm.
Ooh. Yeah,
He
this will
has
be
the
better.
swarm. He has the swarm go to your guardian angel, and they start landing on the guardian angel. He looks at you and
Thank
tells
you.
you, your drone needs help. The swarm can at least delay the opponents.
Sounds good. Mm, I will program it to retreat in case of any danger, so yeah, hopefully it will delay it enough to retrieve information. Okay, let's go! I sent.
Dante smiles and tells you, I am a man of science, after all.
Indeed you are! Okay, drone entering the portal.
As the drone disappears into the green bright light, do you try to connect to your drone and see
Yes,
through
of
its camera?
course!
Please
Uh,
roll
but
intelligence save.
kinda, you know what? I No, I don't do it. I do it via Nightingale. I don't want to, getting hacked by a super AI or whatever. I am a
So
bit
you call out
paranoid
for
in this
Nightingale.
case. Yeah.
Nightingale appears.
Mm, yeah.
Nightingale hears your request and informs you. Initiating stream feed. One moment, and Nightingale goes onto a loading cycle, so you have to wait. The
Mm-hmm.
drone has completely disappeared through the doorway. We cut back to Killjoy and Gawai.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so turn to Gawai then. Where do you think we should go next?
I go, I kind of want to know more about the peoples. The residences.
Okay. And then I'll basically radio everyone. Yeah, because we don't know, and your instinct has proven invaluable. We shall go to the residential area, and I'll basically try to radio everyone and say, "We're heading to the residential area. You guys can check out the power grid or whatever."
No, neither of them respond.
Yeah, neither of them respond because yeah, I figured, but we're.
Oh wait, sorry.
Uh, mhm,
Yoke fellow succeeded on deceive roll. This yoke fellow can
Yep.
respond. Yeah, we will.
mhm.
Yeah, sure. Uh,
Gagi. Tanginang yan. Napapamura
Yeah.
ako.
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
So
sure.
does
After a
something happen
moment.
on our way to the residential area? Whatever it is they did that like did that light up
Wait,
something? I don't know.
Your arrival matches the recorded findings of Team One, which
Huh.
is the residences of this colony seem to be generally human. The walls are the digital walls are littered with information about human history. You see images of classical, popular people, old presidents, celebrities. But you also see visuals of newer ones, AR celebrities, morph performers and musicians, and all this and that. Also on the walls, you see people have actually tried drawing, um, again, crude maps of Earth, and then some of the celebrities they sort of like tried to write their name and then show that Elvis was from here, and
Okay.
this person Madonna was from here, and so on and so forth. It it basically matches their findings that the residences were highly fascinated, if not educated, with Earth culture. Other portions of the residences also show the same matching information. They were taught mathematics, science, languages. All in all, it's very human and it's almost like a prep school,
Yeah.
very focused on education in the residences as well.
And I'm
Um,
just going
you
to
you don't see clothes,
oh sorry.
you barely see personal effects. If they moved out, it was a very clean move out.
Yeah.
It's not like they left stuff all around as they left.
Yeah. Once again, I'm gonna turn to the salvage expert here, and I'll go. So Gawai, do you think you can find anything else left? It's like they took everything with them, but they're not quite as good salvage a salvager as you are.
There's like this huge grin. It's like, there will always be something left behind. Nothing is ever truly
Have at
cleaned
it.
out. Then I
Alright,
go,
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave her. Why is it her, right? I keep forgetting
yes, it's a
your
her.
gender. Alright, I'll leave her to do her search.
Starts digging.
Just stand back.
Gawai, you start looking around to dig for any left behind loot.
Yes.
Um, I'm
Clues.
double check, but you can roll knowledge scavenging. That's
Yeah.
80.
Yay!
Yay, finally my useful stat of
Yeah.
80. Charo,
Oh my
pa.
god.
If
You
I
should
fail
roll.
this, I will
If
I
you
will
fail,
I will
literally have like a 4 and 5 chance of like
Don't forget, you guys have
Hey.
points.
yeah, yeah, I
Don't forget,
remember
you guys
the
have points.
points. Yeah.
I roll a 10.
Wait, you
Hmm,
rolled a
I
10?
didn't get every. Oh, there, I see it now. Um,
Oh wow.
well, first, you don't find anything of value, but then, since you did succeed, you do find something that they intentionally left behind.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As you, as you pry the panel from the ground and call Killjoy to check it out, I presume,
Yeah.
it seems there's a hole the size of a bed in one of the chambers that they covered up, but they didn't conceal. It's like they boarded over it lang to close it.
Ah.
The panel is filled with gear. Old
What?
built-in comms, um, old, old, what's this? Breadcrumb systems. They, it seems that a lot of the technical stuff, you even see a anonymizer, you see, um, medicines. They just left them all here.
Yeah, I pick them up one by one and then be like, when Killjoy's there, the other tentacle wraps itself around their neck and kind of pull them down to like, look, look.
Oh. Yeah, I see it.
The common thing with all the gear is that they're all gear that are either mesh related or typically used with gene hacking and the like the meds
Hmm.
and the medicines.
I pull out the two, like all of them is like, do you see the pattern here? And like it's a frenzied, like all the tentacles are grabbing. Like, do you see the pattern here?
Yes, yes I do. Please. Your tentacles.
Oh,
The suckers, they hurt.
relinquishes the hold on Killjoy and be like, so something's they've put this here, but they didn't hide it well. It's almost as if they wanted people to find this.
Thinking the same thing. Well, let's see what the others have found. So I call the radio over. Okay, guys, what did you find in the what was that? Like the power plant? Like the
And just so
generators.
you know, sorry, just so it's clear, this was not part of the notes of the first team. You call out
Yeah,
to the other team to
that's why.
find out the report on what's happening in the power plant. We cut back
Yeah,
to the other team.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yoke fellow, the drone steps through, your muse connects, and Nightingale informs you unable to find signal.
About to be
Guardian
expected.
Angel, Guardian Angel is beyond range.
Yep,
Okay,
it's
then
not a.
let's wait for its return. I program it to make like fly, make a preliminary observation and go back, or go back immediately if there are any signs of danger.
Dante looks at
Or
you. Yeah, go on.
or just if the 10 minutes passed, so we have to wait and see.
You both stare at the gate waiting. 10 minutes?
Yep.
That's enough time for the search earlier.
Yeah.
Um, as you start to hear Killjoy checking on what did you two find on the power plant, you see movement in the surface of the door. And you see the Guardian Angel, but it's not flying. You see it carried in the hand of someone who steps through.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
The figure who steps through isn't even wearing a vac suit.
Ooh.
The man standing in front of you looks at you with his kind eyes. He has um, light brown skin. His hair is neatly combed backwards. He's wearing um, this old looking shirt in the sense of it looks like it was made with older techniques. Ergo, if in the modern day we have a lot of synth suits and stuff that light up, this one is just a shirt. It's cloth, it's fibers, it's woven. He's wearing
Mm.
pants, black pants. He's barefoot, however.
Ooh.
And as he stands there holding your guardian angel, you hear your nightingale connection established. And the guardian angel takes off from the man's hands and he lets it go. He lets it fly out. The swarm immediately flies out of the guardian angel because it's now detecting someone else. And Dante, hold! The swarm holds in place. But the man is
Okay,
like
I
partially
hon
surrounded by the swarm.
1 second. Throughout the match, I honestly reiterate everything that happens. Like, okay, where
You
we
send
are,
a
what
report.
was there. Yeah, I just sent it through my Nightingale to everyone. And
And
what
as you
is going
send
on
that,
now?
real quick cut to the other team. Having received that information, do you rush to join them or do you do something
Ugh.
else? If you do
I
something else, I'll discuss that with you later.
I am
Yeah,
horrified.
I'm just gonna. Yes, me too.
Did did they just
They
did we
didn't go to the power plant.
God.
was not one of the directives to not go to the gate? Did we not agree that none of the teams would go to the gate
Yes,
until we?
yes. Okay. Okay.
I
After that, I will make sure. Once the because I turned on my like mission. What is it called again? Mission recorder.
Yes.
I will make sure to take that and I'm gonna put that
Transmit.
in the the mission
Mission
recorder.
review.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna take this and then put it in the rest of the stuff that was like left behind.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
leave
as
that
you
there
and the
up
two
to
of you
now.
rush for the gate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we have to. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
And I take
So I'll
I
get back to you
take
both.
Gawai and I put her on the robot that hopefully will help her move faster, so she's not
I'll
left behind.
I'll cut back to the two of you, since it'll take the
Yeah,
time to get there. And I
yeah.
jump back to the first team. The man stares at Dante and Yokefellow, and since Yokefellow is busy with the comms, Dante speaks up. We come in peace. The man smiles, and the man mutters back in English. I have come in peace as well. Yokefellow, you're done with the comms. You can join the
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
Huh. And who do you represent, may I ask?
The man stares at the two of you, then mutters, considering you're the ones at our door, perhaps it would be better if you identify yourselves first.
Sounds reasonable. Young fella, this is Dante. Uh, we are looking for the research team that was living there recently.
The man stares at you, his eyebrow raises slightly. Is this really necessary? You see him motioning at the drones and the guardian angel.
You can never be too safe, especially when people disappear.
Will you promise that you will not be violent?
If there is no violence towards
Sorry, that was
us
Dante.
and
That was
no...
Dante.
Ah, okay, that was Dante, okay, yeah.
He stares at the gorilla. Of course. We only want a better world. I promise that
Ah,
we will not harm you.
and not infiltrate our brains, or, no hacking and stuff. Harm is, pretty subjective concept. I'd say coercion is more proper one. No coercion, right?
The man looks at you, His eyes are staring at you. You don't see flickers of graphics or light or anything. Instead, you see the eyes move to the upper right, and you realize he's thinking. And then he looks now at you again and mutters, I see. You are worried we are of the lost generation.
Oh,
The
that's that,
exungent
that's that's literally least of my worries. My worries is
the
that you are not
exungent
of.
virus is not among us. We do not have psionic abilities.
Oh no, you misunderstood. I worried that you are something much scarier. If you are a lost generation, that's kinda understandable.
He smiles again. He smiles again. Your reactions are very much like the first group of visitors we've had. Are you
Where they are now?
He looks past you and he seems to have answered his own question. I see you are not alone. In the distance, you see the two others closing in. Can't join the
Yeah,
scene yet, but you're almost there.
Yeah, understood.
yeah.
Very
This is
well. If it will make
This
you
is
feel,
Gawei and Killjoy. They are here with us. Yes.
if it will make
God,
you feel
you
better,
just gave
then
them our names. Ah.
I
Those
promise
are your
you
wait.
will.
Those are those are your nicknames. Like it's like
I
giving
know,
out
but
They're-
internet names. So whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
oh God.
aliases. I
I
will. I
know their
will promise
aliases,
as well
Bill.
that we will not share. That we will not attempt any psychic domination or hacking of your systems. To be even more precise, we have rejected the use of gear and wear.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, what is your name? Or our name, I guess.
He smiles. I am Jose, and I
Well,
come from the new colony.
nice to meet you, Jose. Hmm. I look for like others. Others are here already. Like
They
Gawai and
finally
Killjoy.
arrive. The two of you see the horrible sight of a man standing with his arms raised in front of him. Had he raised them even higher, he'd be like, hold up. He'd be like, under arrest. But he's basically
Wait,
holding them up to show he's not holding anything.
yeah, what's your. How did you describe it again?
Uh, dark brown, brown skinned man,
Oh,
hair
no, no, no. When
combed
we
mid to
arrived, you
backward.
said,
Horrible sight
yeah,
of a man holding people
terrible
hands
sight?
up.
What's so
Why is
terrible
it
about it?
terrible? Toby, are you here?
Oh, hello? Uh oh.
Yes, we can hear you
Darn
guys.
it. Okay,
Ah,
yeah, because you said
okay.
terrible sight. What am I looking at again?
Yeah, but what is terrible about it?
Yeah.
I didn't say terrible.
Oh,
You
I
said
heard you say,
horrible
yeah, horrible
or
sight or
terrible.
something.
Yeah. Yes, me
Yeah, the
too.
horrible sight that there's another person that was already there.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
guys
was
weren't
wondering,
planning to
Okay.
touch the gate yet, right?
yeah, but it
Yeah.
was just
These
like,
guys must
I
have
thought,
triggered it.
yeah, sorry, I thought it was like, I thought the man was horrible. Oh.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I, I thought they were seeing something different and we were
Okay.
seeing something different.
No.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this it's just like a man, simpler clothes, very Jesus-like,
And barefoot.
Yeah.
Black
barefoot.
pants, white long sleeves that have embroidery on them, and
Oh
then barefoot.
God, that
Front
sounds
buttons.
very Jesus-ish. Okay, I will pull out my my blaster, I guess, like medium pistol thing, and just slowly make my way close to the new stranger.
Yeah, the
Hello,
stranger's
friend.
right now surrounded by a swarm of mini drones ready to unleash a toxin on him, and the guardian angel that has trained its gun at him.
Yep.
Hello, friend. Who might you be?
My name is Jose, and I am of the new colony. We found your drone on the ground outside our door. It seems that it had lost connections upon stepping through.
Hmm.
Thought
See.
it's supposed to be autonomous for a while.
I'm afraid the field of the doorway disrupts electronics.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. I some ideas, but okay, I'll just take a look. And since Mars isn't here yet, are you back yet? No, she's
Okay,
not. She's still on a bio
if she's
break.
not, I'll rush a bio break as well.
Oh, okay, good, good,
Okay.
good. Go ahead. Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, how are you doing? Yan. Hello. Also on a break? Yeah, on the left.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. Wow, March is taking a
Everyone back?
long time. I don't know. Yan has not responded. Hello?
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
wait.
be on a break
I'm
too.
worried about our time.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. It's because we started like a bit later. I think either 50 or 30 minutes over should be sort of fine.
Are we back? No, not yet.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back, but Mars, the first one who took the break, seems to not be back. So,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I think
okay,
we
I
should
think I'll.
continue though.
Pardon?
We can
Oh yeah,
continue.
yeah, I will.
Um,
I'm gonna continue.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just going to.
we can assume Denma's characters quietly watching.
Yeah,
Yep.
for the moment. Okay, so
Hmm.
I'm going to again move slowly closer and closer to this like new person. And again, his height isn't any different, right? He is like sort of average human height.
He's shorter than you guys. He's probably like 5'4", 5'5".
Hmm. And I can immediately tell that this is not like a biomorph of sorts. Or can I? Is there
Ooh,
something I can
that's a
roll
good
for that?
question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Sure. Let's make that a knowledge check.
Knowledge, like
Um,
intuition. Oh, one of these.
maybe. Hmm. No, the one who would know biomorphs more would be Yoke Fellow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Because
it's
Yoke
just
Fellow has
What?
morph knowledge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Where it
but
is?
So Yoke Fellow, you could roll black
We
market
didn't.
or bot market if you want to try to recognize it.
okay.
Okay.
Killjoy,
So
Killjoy, I can allow
how?
you to do forensics.
Let it be
No, no.
black
How
market
I'll do
because
this as
it's.
well is since we are connected by like the mesh and whatnot, I
Oh,
will send like a basically an order of sorts to Yoke
can I
Fellow.
use
Yeah.
my
Okay.
pool to like give myself a bonus insight? It's right.
No. He basically sent you a private message through the mesh to check if it's
Okay.
a morph body.
What model is
Uh,
this? And
gotcha.
then I'll
So
roll my
it's
medicine.
okay. So I roll 45 and then he rolls 2. 1 second. Oh, добре,
So
добре,
my
добре.
forensics is 60 rating. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
make
can roll
this.
forensics as
Okay.
well.
Oh, good. I rolled 20. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, and now I roll. Let's go.
Yeah. No, and then
65.
if there's
No,
any.
bad.
So
Ah,
in terms of the
Duncan?
in terms of the morph market, you're looking and you can't tell. It doesn't look like any of the synth morphs you're aware of. This is probably a new model because
Oh,
it doesn't
exciting.
match any of the ones you know of. You, Killjoy, on the other hand, with your forensics knowledge, you look down. The guy's barefoot, and as you look down at his feet, you could see that the when he steps on the ground, he is leaving footprints.
Yeah.
You are realizing they are footprints. Normally, morph bodies, the feet would be modified to be sturdier, to act like shoes, right?
Yeah.
So there would be different patterns that it would leave. These are just
Okay.
footprints.
And also for like because humans and not, do I see him perspiring at the very least?
Yes. And you actually see
Okay.
some small signs of healed cuts.
Scars and whatnot. But I think
Yeah.
there if I read it correctly, there are like battle scars in biomorphs too.
Yes,
It's
there are.
just they leave them on there on purpose.
Mhm.
Okay. Goodness. So I can at least intuit that this might be like,
Jose
full.
speaks up again. As your friend Yokefellow mentioned, you have come here searching for the first team.
Yes, we're here to retrieve if they're still alive.
They are with us in the new colony. If you desire, I can escort you through.
I'm afraid that might be a problem. You see, I'm sure you know what we are. Uh, if our drone malfunctioned just passing through that door, I don't think we'll be okay if we
It
do
is
as
only the
well.
passage that disrupts your electronics. I can ask my people to be ready to receive you upon stepping through. I can stay
Mm.
here to help push you.
And again, I'll try to like contact everyone via our mesh,
Hmm.
uh, saying, "Okay, this is not a good idea. I think you guys should." And I'll
Dear.
include Dante in this as well. We should back out here a little bit because I think this is a regular human, and I don't know what they're capable of yet. Because I would not have seen anything
Aren't
like
they
this
just
before.
squishy?
Let me,
Anyway,
Sorry, what was that, Yan?
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry,
aren't
yeah,
they
Yan.
squishy? Aren't regular humans squishy? What's dangerous about regular human? I think that, but I
No.
think my
It's
theory
unknown.
about wait,
Yeah.
we know what the baseline human is because we have basically very little modified like baseline biomorph or like bodies that are basically human but slightly improved. So we know what the
Yeah,
basically human are.
of course.
I would
But
be willing. Dante speaks up.
Same. Sounds fun.
okay, I'm gonna say, look, they managed to clear out this place without any scuffle. There's something else going on here.
Okay, what's your proposal?
Step
Killjoy.
back.
You are
Yeah, I know, I
Killjoy.
am a killjoy. I will like say, you know what? That's a bit too much of a risk. Can you just bring them out here, just so we know they're okay?
He looks at you. Which one?
Any one of them would be good.
Yeah.
I feel
What are
it
the special?
matters.
Yeah, what are the specialties of each of them? Again, for hold on, let me just get that list again. What's They all have different specialties, right?
Yes.
And then Darby was the one who went in first. Yeah, Allison, Bosco, Scylla. What do they do?
Allison Nikitin, looking back at the mesh files that you've gathered, Allison Nikitin was their security ops person, was the big guns.
Okay.
Allison has background in law enforcement and
Hey, let's pick
investigative
this one.
skills.
No,
If they
that's
fought, you know.
police. No, a cab.
Bosco Munez.
Bosco.
Bosco Munez was in many ways the wild card of the group. Um, Artistic side, more expressive, was meant to have the human aspect in the investigation.
Psych thing. Okay.
You
What about
know, parang
Scylla?
parang if you're like the ganyan is ganyan, Bosco would be like, yeah, but the cultural implications. Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah, basically the heart. Yeah, the conscience of.
Yes, the heart of the group.
Yeah.
Scylla Gonin, on the other hand, was the tech person. Scylla was the one who had greater knowledge of machinery, of morph technology, of weaponry, and was supposed to be the one to identify any technical concerns. And then Darvi
And
Patel was the biological side of Scylla. Whereas Scylla's more machines, Darvi is chemistry, biology,
Hey,
psychology.
Darby sounds like a good idea.
yeah, no. Well, maybe.
Why not?
It's either Darley or Scylla, for different
Obviously,
reasons.
but you know, if techniques does not work that good, probably Darby would be better.
No. That means that Scylla moved over there, uh, even though she would be useless. Why is she staying there? So I
You
think
know,
she is.
you're right.
Yeah, she's a good candidate. So I'll say, at the very least, if everyone's okay with it, I'll basically take
Sure.
like a poll. But since Dante already said that he's willing to go, I'm gonna exclude him for now, and just have the
Actually,
actual player.
I also said that I'm willing to go. So yeah.
Oh wait, you
Uh,
said that too?
yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
Okay. How about I just send it to shoot, Gawai for now. We'll just
Flip,
kind of like have a conversation, private message in our heads.
yes, I was about to say feel free to join in, Denma.
Can I get a recap?
Oh,
So
yeah, I'll do. I'll give her
the
a recap.
two of you arrive in time to see
Oh, okay.
Yokefellow and Dante using their swarm drones and guardian angel to hold a man who has stepped through the portal at bay. The man identifies himself as Jose. He's in a white shirt, long sleeves with
Yeah.
embroidery, black pants and barefoot, brown skin, hair slicked back. Um, During the conversations and discussions, what's learned is that the other team did go through the gate. They are supposedly part of something called the New Colony. They are not Lost Colony and they do not have psionic power. They also have rejected, and I rejected is a strong word. They have stopped using gear and wear. Um, the portal as well is emitting a disrupting field that shuts down electronics. So when the guardian angel went through with the drones, they actually hit the ground and scattered. And Jose picked it up and stepped through, and that's when the group met him. So there was a
Yep.
proposal to go in, but then the counter proposal was bring one of the original team out to talk to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what you're voting on now. On which of the four will they'll bring out?
I'll ask for your opinion since both Dante and Dante and
And young fella.
Are
Yokefellow were
willing to
like
go
so
through.
eager to jump into like a thing that would turn off their electronics
I would.
and trust these new people that they would not do anything harmful to their bodies.
Which
Bringing them
of
to
the
yeah.
researchers would be like out of the profiles? Like, they're not connected to any anarchist group. Side eyes.
If they were, I would have gotten them too. But yeah, I'll just go over like what they did. You get to the specialties part at the very least, like what each of them did, like
One was
the four researchers.
sociology. One was the one that doing sociology, culture. One was a security person.
Mhm.
I forgot the other two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And two
yeah. Allison is
scientists, one
security.
biologist,
Oh,
one
yeah.
mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, Allison is security. Bosco was the heart, like the conscience. Scylla was the tech expert, and Darby is the bio expert. And I'm thinking we take Scylla because out of all of them, yeah, Allison, security, that's useful. The heart swayed real easily because bleeding heart, and Darby is bio expert, so they probably need that. The one they don't need is tech because they've shed their technology apparently. I think
But
we
somehow
should get
she's still
her.
staying.
Yeah, she still stayed for some absurd reason. Let's call her and see what the hell is going on here.
I would.
Do you agree?
I'm for the conscience person, but because like this is the one with the cultural context, right?
Yes.
Because it has a bet. It'll be better to understand the mindset from somebody who's studied it. I mean, I can get the swayed part, but nuance. I
Yeah,
say
that's the
that,
problem.
but at the same time,
Yeah, that's
your vote's good, I guess, as long as we don't let them side eyes, have them pick.
okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and
Jose first
actually.
speaks up. Jose
Yeah.
speaks up. It is clear the four of you are having a conversation I cannot hear. Dante looks at the three of you. You're having a conversation I'm not part of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the three of you have been standing and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, we are like talking about our mission.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
Yeah,
just
and
need a bit
we're
of privacy.
just a little
But,
bit of people, and we don't really trust after what happened earlier.
may I ask why the scientists are staying with you there, and why they haven't reported about
I
the
believe-
new colony?
Jose looks at you. I believe they've chosen to stay.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's definitely suspicious as fuck.
Yeah, that's fine, but why they don't tell anyone about it? If your place is this good, I'm sure more people deserve to know. And yet they chooses to not just stay, but don't even leave a message. That's kinda rude.
I have no answer for you. I could only assume they had left a message.
Oh, they didn't?
That's when your muses all give you a notification. Burst transmission has arrived. Firewall has sent a message. Receive.
What is it?
Receive.
Yes.
Message
Dante's
opens.
gonna see this
And
too.
the message reads, because it's a burst transmission, it's not video, it's just text.
Uh-huh.
Final first team burst transmission arrived. Message states, all operatives terminated.
Yeah.
Firewall recommends abort mission. Return to surface.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Oh boy.
The delayed transmission.
Yeah. God damn it. The firewall isn't very good at because they should have caught this as we were transiting. They sent the bullet.
No,
We could have
think of the
caught-
distance. Think of the distance in transmissions.
No, I meant like since we were on our way here, they
Yeah.
could have put an antenna on the bullet so that we could also intercept stuff as we were going. But damn you, firewall!
But there's also,
Yeah, that would have been
there's also
great.
it wasn't there a tech problem with the Pandora's gate, so it could have been like it was disrupting.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
any transmission.
No, I'm just like, curse you, firewall, you cheap bastards. Okay,
Corporal
Crew, I
anger.
think we definitely need to we gotta get out of here. Quickly.
Dante
Slowly.
looks at the three of you. Is it a lie? Is the first team claiming they're dead?
Is that like in our heads, or
Why
is
would-
he saying that out loud?
He's saying that out loud.
He's saying it out loud because he's not part of your group chat.
Oh my god!
Son of a
Why would
bitch! I'm
Jose
gonna
turns
shoot
to
him in the
Dante
leg.
and cries.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg, and we are out of here.
Uh,
No, we mustn't.
You're
harm
shooting Dante in the leg?
him. No.
Yep.
No.
I'm hobbling
Wait,
him so
Dante?
that we can all escape. Because
wait. You're shooting who? Dante or Jose?
I'm shooting Dante.
Why?
Basically,
So
you know that story about like when you're being chased by a bear, all you need to do is outrun the person. That's what I'm trying to
You
do right now.
wait, that dickish. Why?
Oh my! I would.
wait. So as Killjoy reaches and pulls out his weapon, everyone roll a d6.
Oh my god! Kasalanan ko
Yeah,
tong
let's
ano ba?
No, you
go.
can stop me. It's fine. But
I
Yeah,
have
that
to
yeah.
is
stop you.
basically that's the thing. That's the thing
Okay,
that I'm
so
sending out to everyone at the very
okay,
least. Yeah.
that
Let's
was
say I
fun.
haven't done it yet. I've just sent my like plan.
Okay,
If you want to
no,
be able to
no.
if you want to be able to do this before others can respond, you could spend insight.
Oh no. Again for the drama.
Okay.
I
I'm
am going to essentially send this imagery to them that's what I'm planning to do, and I'm already like
yeah,
slowly raising my
okay.
gun towards.
Moment later, you receive the corrected image from your fellow. In this one, you are shooting the Jose leg instead.
Excuse me? We don't know what the hell that'll do. Oh no. How
Gawai, what
about
are you
you?
doing?
Go on, yeah, what are you like?
I immediately latch onto Dante that I am on it wherever part Killjoy was planning to shoot, which is the leg. I'm koala clinging the leg like no, protect.
The gorilla looks down at
Shit.
you on his
Uh,
leg and mutters,
I am saying like, you
I
know what?
appreciate your
Hold on,
gentle
hold
Uh,
on,
approach,
hold
but
on,
conflict is
wait. Yeah,
necessary.
GM, go
Yan,
ahead.
Okay,
Yan, calm down. Fuck. Sorry, I'm late.
I'm sorry. Okay.
OOC, I just failed the con save. So I'm like my brain energy just half to whatever it is right now. So calm down,
It's okay.
please.
It's okay. Actually,
Yeah,
everyone is panicking. It's okay. It's on top.
yeah. Oh yeah,
uh,
relax. Yeah, GM, go ahead.
yeah.
No, Dante just mutters to the octopus. There's no need to show appreciation right now. He
I'm
has
He
like,
no
doesn't know.
idea. He's
okay.
not part of your group chat.
Look,
Yeah,
Jose.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, look,
Good.
Jose. We are obviously unqualified to make a first contact. It's good that we know that they're alive and well, and we will definitely want to talk to them. But it wouldn't be fine if you like wait for us a little bit while we maybe call like qualified specialists. We are,
Dante
Okay.
but
already blew
the
the lid on the fact that we got a message stating something about the team being dead. He said it
yeah,
out loud.
actually, yeah, your fellow kinda half ignored it
Oh
intentionally.
Can
no.
we leave
Perhaps it would be
Yoke
better
fellow
if
at this
I
point?
asked
I'm
the
just
Your
entire
fellow
team.
can't lie, so he just
God.
not telling. He's telling. He's switching the topic. She's switching the
Perhaps I
topic.
would.
Like, yeah,
Perhaps it would help if I invite the whole team to speak with you.
Okay, I think he's calling my bluff. Okay. That's yeah, bring them all out here.
yeah. Go
yeah,
May
in
sure.
I
there.
may I move? You see motions that the guardian angel and the swarm are still holding him at bay.
Yeah, if
Oh yeah.
you want attack us, we not gonna shoot.
The drones pull back. Your guardian angel withdraws a bit,
Yep.
and
Okay.
he turns around, exposing his back to all of you, and then he
No, we
slowly
not
steps
shoot.
through the doorway.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Uh,
Uh, hear me out.
What's going on? Dante looks at the three of you. You've been having
I'm
a
like,
conversation without.
I'm sorry. Some of us has bad intrusive thoughts. Anyway, hear me out. He probably will bring back this team brainwashed, or like copies of this team. We'll see about it. But chances are, maybe it's them just like possessed by something. So we can still retrieve their personalities and then run away. But it's just a proposal. You are the boss. He looks at the Kidroy. She looks at Kidroy.
yeah, like hmm. Yeah, Gawai, how easy would it be for you to salvage it from moving
I have 8 tentacles.
things that can still fight back?
I guess I could just. I
Sever the cortical stack? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
how quickly could you, like, realistically, like,
It's
take
called
just
beheading.
their stacks? Yeah. Decapitate them just to get their stacks.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
can take that part. At least first one. I don't know how it tracks stacks. I didn't do it personally, but decapitation, that I can do.
Okay.
Dante speaks up. I am familiar with the morphology as well of designs. I can retrieve the cortical stacks if necessary.
Mm.
There are protocols, however, that are followed. It is rude to simply take a cortical stack without consent.
I'm going to.
Absolutely, but it's also rude to brainwash someone, so you know.
Yeah, well, we don't know if that's happening, but yeah, I also want to ask. I don't trust Dante. I'm sorry. Can I? Is there any like insight check in this game? I don't.
In what sense? What are you hoping to pick up on Dante?
Just trying to figure out. Oh God, because again, I don't trust him. I think he really. I think he may want to
Really
join
sus.
these people. Yeah, either whatever's happened is happening to him or something. Could I just tell whether he's? Does it feel like
Yes.
he might like betray us or something? I don't know. That's too vague, right?
The closest feel you have for him is um he's a scientist. He's a gene hacker. So of course the curiosity will pull him in that direction.
Yeah.
But he will not give up his gear because that will revert him back to a normal gorilla.
Yeah, of course. Just I'm tempted to
Not
just
to
let him
mention he
go with the
probably doesn't have his gorilla body anymore. Right? He's also in a morph body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm just I'm just I'm tempted to just let him join these people and then we can just port this and then have an army come in and we're supposed to be a rescue mission. So
The
if
door lights
our
up,
targets
Uh,
are
uh,
dead,
what is the
green
door?
light
get away.
against the squirrel. The portal is active. Someone's about to step through. Any preparations? Weapons?
Yeah, we're ready to shoot in case it will be something
Oh.
scary.
I'm going to be
Everyone draws
sort
their
of
weapons
diplomatic
ready.
because I can pull this out quickly anyways. But yeah.
Okay, I
Dan-
just like have weapons in hand, but not pointing at the portal.
Yeah.
Dante
Like
raises his swarm to fly around him and already stands to inject those he has to. Gawai, any preparations as the portal goes on?
Um, wait. God. I will, just true to my current avatar right now, I'll pull up my medium pistol.
Okay.
perfect.
And with that,
How many do you have? You have like like 8 arms, right?
I
just
have
one
more.
Can
pistol,
you
but
have more than just one?
he also has a diamond.
Yep. I'm just ready to squirt ink and do a medium pistol if need be.
Okay.
A woman steps through, followed by another woman, a third woman, and a gorilla.
Ah, fan fucking tastic. I knew it.
The four of you are staring at yourselves.
I knew I should have just left the gorilla here. Ah. Yeah.
And as they step through and look at the four of you, each of you can see yourself looking back and
Yeah, no,
immediately
I shoot
realize
myself.
they're not morphs.
Yeah. I knew it.
You shoot yourself, Yoke?
Yep.
Roll willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my shot because again, I think whatever. Go continue. Yoke, do your thing
Let's
first.
go.
This will
49 is
confirm something for me.
49 willpower. Nope.
You raise the gun, but your hand's trembling. You can't shoot it. You still see your own face.
I see.
I tilt my head
okay.
curiously. Does the creature tilt their head as well? The doppelganger.
Not that moment, but you do see hints of body language matching yours.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. I
Yoke,
say we.
you hear Yoke Fellow speak up. Well, Yoke Fellow Alpha
Yeah, I
speak
get it.
up.
Yeah.
There's no need for violence. I take it the contingency prime activated.
So
Hey,
what?
title card! Title card!
He turns to the others and tells them, I told you that thing's gonna automate. The Dante Gorilla Alpha steps forward and stares at Dante. Dante actually backpedals, bothered a bit by what they're seeing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Alpha stares at you, Killjoy. And she offers a smile and seems to be waiting for your signal if she can approach you.
Mm. I look at this visage of myself. Well, how different is it from my regular body, or from the Killjoy body? It's the Killjoy format, right?
It's
It's like
no,
okay. Oh,
it's a full female body.
okay. Okay.
She looks at you
First,
and mutters,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
have a lot to tell you.
First, as I look at this body, I will go, damn, I'm hot. And I'll tell everyone, back away slowly, please. And yeah, I basically sent everyone a message, back away slowly, but surely. No sudden movements,
Sure.
just back up, back up.
Gowai,
I will do so.
you're staring at the original female body you had, and you're realizing she looks like your mother.
God.
It's Gwendolyn Alpha looking at you as she mutters, I really had a thing for octopi, didn't I? So, she looks up and turns to everyone else. Jose mentioned you wanted to speak with us? We were expecting a different team. We didn't realize, and you hear Yoke Fellow Alpha, I did. We didn't realize it would be our own forks showing up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I guess it's.
Uh,
I would just, for dramatic effect, I just go, why?
Everyone, please roll 2d10 and add 10.
yeah. 2d10 plus 10.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm,
2d10 plus 10?
Yeah, I just click on the 10 dice, and then yeah, click on it
10?
twice to add 2d10.
Okay, but plus 10, how to do it?
Yeah, mine is
you
21.
click buff and then add custom.
Oh, yeah, no, I just calculated it. It's plus 10. It's easy.
Okay, let's go.
So I have a 21.
I have
26.
22.
Oh, God, I'm the lowest.
Please write it in the blue box beside your insanity rating.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, higher is bad. Okay.
Look,
Or is that good? I don't know.
Wait, where's the insanity?
Sorry, not
Uh,
insanity.
mm.
Beside your lucidity rating, I meant. Beside your lucidity rating.
Oh, we're fucked. We're all over 20.
Yes!
Well,
Okay.
shiznit.
Yeah, that's over 20.
You all feel yourselves mentally free falling. It's that
Yeah.
feeling of you're suddenly not sure if you're standing, you're not certain if you're okay,
Yeah.
you're not
Where'd it
sure
go?
if you're you.
Nightingale, pull me out!
God.
Yeah.
Nightingale
Yeah.
looks at you, unable to comply.
Yeah.
Not on
No.
VR.
Yep. No, this is us. I don't know what lucidity means. 'Cause I don't think I got to
Dante
that part.
Alpha starts moving his hands. It seems Dante Alpha is signing. Dante mutters, in exchange for regaining a physical body, I have lost my reliance on gear. But how can you be you if I'm you? Your alphas look at each of you as if you know the answer to that.
What?
Gwendolyn Alpha looks at you, Gawai. We never really wanted to be different. We just
Hey,
wanted
that's
to
just
be ourselves.
okay.
Yes.
No,
That's
no, no.
just
Yeah, we're
gaslighting.
free
Yeah.
falling. They're talking amongst themselves,
Yeah,
and Dante.
somewhere from the pit you hear that's just gaslighting. No, no.
Do you say that
Yeah,
aloud?
that,
You can say that aloud.
Okay, I do say that a lot. That's just gaslighting. Nope.
there's no like
Josephina Alpha
By the
looks at
way, this
you and
body.
there's
tells
no
you,
like remote
I'm
like
like go.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ripcord,
Like
right?
go. Mm-hmm. I'm like go away. My own body
Josephina
can never
Alpha
provide
tells
me
you,
as much of happiness.
but you're right. We are a traumatized generation. We lost all our bodies because of the Titan attack. We lost who we were. Past the door, there is a machine that allows you to reclaim your humanity. Come with us, and you'll see it.
Are we allowed to decline? Uh yeah, we can respond to this, right? We're
I
just
Yeah, yeah. It's
the,
all open discussion because they don't have tech.
um I would say like when they were saying like they wanted to like the I think Gwendolyn was mentioning about us not wanting to be different. I immediately clock in that like this isn't me because I've always wanted to be unique.
Gwendolyn Alpha looks at you. She nods. We always wanted to express ourselves in any way we can, to be whoever we wanted to be. We even wanted to find intelligences that we could embrace as friends.
So sorry because I will just say it got cut off by Yan making interjections that I didn't really fully hear what Gwendolyn said. Can you repeat what you said earlier?
I'm
I was
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah.
it's okay. Like a bit of latency, crosstalk.
Oh, I completely agree. We are a traumatized generation. We lost all ourselves in the Titan attacks, and we were forced to now recreate ourselves with mechanical bodies.
Mhm.
Your
Mechanical.
self expression is my self expression. We've always wanted to freely express who we are.
So
We just thought we had to do it with machines.
and what is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not. She stops for a moment. I always felt it wasn't me when I looked in the mirror. Now I know it is.
I kind of like I would reach out and just give my other self a pat, giving this like small smile as I go. You never felt comfortable in our own skin. That's why we that's why we embraced the new technology. I understand. I understand if you want to go back to your humanity, but we've been way past that. The machines allow us to take on our certain forms. If there's nothing wrong with it, there shouldn't be a but. There shouldn't be a contrast. Shouldn't I be allowed to live the way I wish? Shouldn't you be allowed to live as you wish? Perhaps we can part here. You, you as me, in this form, in this same state, can be what you want to be, and I want to be in this form.
Gwendolyn Alpha smiles. As far as she's concerned, you're getting it. Josephine Alpha looks at you, Yokefellow.
Hmm.
Does this really terrify you so much?
What's not to be
Isn't this
terrified about?
isn't this what we wanted to do? To
Of
improve
course not.
ourselves?
By how? I don't really see you as a proof version of me. More like downgraded.
To see your core self as something below is such a terrible way to live.
Oh, please. It's not my core self. My core self is who I am. My consciousness, my impressions, my memories.
You mean
Body
my
is
memory.
infinitely. What?
You mean my thoughts and memories. You're a copy of me.
Oh, please. What do you mean by that? You know what? I don't really care. If I am copy, I am very happy copy, and I prefer to stay that way. Maybe create even more happy copies. So there isn't really much to talk about.
Josephina nods. I guess there isn't.
So, I guess same questions that guy away. I would very much prefer not to kill each other. Though killing myself is kinda... it feels wrong. Bad vibe. So we can just go our own ways?
She doesn't say anything. She just takes another step back towards her group.
Mm. No, no, no. I feel like a bit sinking, but I still like hold the gun and do a step back.
Greta Alpha looks at you, Killjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. The corp sent you on a mission and disguised our names as someone else.
Mm.
Probably altered the names but kept the specifications and specialties.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling about that.
You know, if you had
I
Ursula check the files of the people before the mission actually began, she would have noticed that as well.
probably.
We hate being surprised.
So, which one are you? I assume you'd be Scylla, right?
She smiles. I wouldn't know what names they gave you.
You look more like an Allison.
I would
Okay,
like the name Allison.
Scylla suits girl. Well, as much fun as it's been seeing the original, are we allowed to leave?
I don't see why not.
Excellent.
I assume the four of you will be reporting back to Firewall.
What
I'd like to think
answer?
what you'll report won't necessarily place us in danger.
I'm just going to say, which answer is that answer? That question sounds very sinister. Which answer keeps us alive?
I guess it would be the answer that keeps us alive.
Great.
Why would
If you were in my shoes, what would it be?
I mean, why would anyone wanna kill you? Unless you hide something sinister, of course.
Josefina Alpha laughs. You just tried to.
I mean, wouldn't you try in my place, you know?
Well, admittedly, Josefina admits, I would have thought there was some psychic mixing up my thoughts or something.
Ah, no, almost very close. Shape-shifting aliens.
That too. She smiles. I do not approve. All of you hear Dante, and as you look down the line, you see Dante staring at Dante Alpha. This is not appropriate. Dante Alpha looks at Dante, starts signing. Dante does not even translate and just mutters, You are an abomination. You have failed to evolve. Dante turns to the rest of you. I am ready to leave as well.
Yeah. Great. So we'll be on our way then. I'll leave you to whatever it is you want to do. Guys, let's go.
I latch myself on
Yeah, sure.
to Killjoy. You can't stop me.
Yeah, I know.
You all receive a private
No one.
message from Dante
Hmm?
through the mesh.
Yeah.
What if they're being used by the Titans?
Then we need to tell someone about it. We need to live long enough to tell someone
Yeah,
about it.
exactly. It's. I wouldn't say that's above our pay grade, but you know, it's probably job for more than 4 people, and people. Someone need to know about the existence of this tech and this place. We kinda did our part of job.
Yep.
Dante sends a second message. What about firewall? Oh
I
crap.
mean,
There. Sorry, I lost my browser. Keep going.
I mean, they got the info needed, I guess. It wasn't our mission directly, but
No, not regarding the mission. Regarding us. You see his message.
what
If
about
we
us?
are forks, if they knew we were forks, are we not expendable?
And aren't we always? Uh, we may be expendable, but you know, we're still a person. If I get erased after this, well, it was a good adventure, I guess. Albeit I would
Are we,
prefer to not
are we
lose
just
those
giving up?
memories.
Tactical retreat.
Are we all just walking toward destruction?
Wait,
Yeah.
I
We
mean, what do
are.
you propose? Hide here? Or what? Go to the place where they remove all our electronics and leave us, you know.
I
Yeah.
wish I had I wish I had a recommendation to contribute, but I suspect it falls under deception.
Nah, I think we should be honest. And it's not even Morph Tolkien even, so yes, it is. I'm pretty sure that our case will be considered and maybe our memories will be, you know, somehow mended. There are some procedures, I guess.
Killjoy, do you have any ideas?
Not to any of you, no.
So I'm waiting
Go
to
away.
just report how it is. If we have
Yep.
forks, well, then we have forks. It's part of the job.
But are we forks? You hear Dante. If the
Who
four
knows?
have if the four have changed so much that they are no longer like the original, does that not make us the original?
That's too much thinking for today. Let's just get out of
What
here
even is
first.
original, as I
Yeah.
said?
Let's get out of this watery place.
Wiggles tentacles.
In
Then
any
we can
case,
talk
we got
philosophy.
We
we
go.
got an info about scary machine in the portal, and
Yeah, let's get
I
out of
think
here
that's
first,
enough.
please.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure it will be
all make
accounted for by the company. So
Yeah.
you
you
all
know,
make your way back through the farm. Gawai, do you still claim your balut? Do you have the team carry it for you?
Yeah, I will allow them because I'm a sloppy octopus
uh,
right now. On Killjoy's
I am
back.
gonna carry it.
You gather the gear from the hole, and you realize now as you're picking them up, a lot of the gear is similar to the late loadouts you guys tend to carry with you.
Yeah.
It was not the gear of the colonists; it was the gear of the team.
Oof.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, do I also find a wording in the pile?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
as
why
you
I
make
threw
your
it in
way
there.
back towards the umbilical, you see the
Yeah.
food stores. Do you claim those as well?
God.
Go away.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up.
Go why you're the
Are you
salvager. Do you
claiming
think we have
are
enough
you
time
claiming your
to?
food stores? The one you marked.
Yeah.
I think given everything that's happened, she just wants to go, knowing that it's just the same
Yep.
supplies. She'll leave it be, and just hug at Killjoy and just be like, "Let's go home."
Yeah. Let's go home. Let's get out of here.
As you make your way to the umbilical, Dante brings up a question. So, so we're flying out of here, yes?
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Since they were us, that means one of them was the pilot.
Hmm.
No, because we didn't have a pilot when we got here, right? We were shot here, right?
Yeah.
Or am I
But to
misremembering
leave,
that?
it would be using the vessel the first team used.
Yeah.
I am
To
not
go
skilled
back.
in vehicular controls.
Uh. Okay. Who
I
from us?
can I can pilot space.
I ride it.
Yeah.
right. I mean,
the
I ride some cars and planes. Not sure about submarines though.
Alright, I guess both
It's
of
the
you
same
now have
thing. I guess it's the
Yeah.
same thing, aren't it?
Jeez. Yeah, both of
Dante
you.
nods.
Yeah, both of you have
Yeah.
piloting.
Go on, go on.
So between the two of you, you should be fine. Hopefully.
Then our lives are in your hands, friends.
I shall
You
pat.
board the vessel.
I shall pat Gawai and say, "You can do it, buddy."
Put me on the wheel. Put me on the wheel.
Here you go.
And
Will
there
you
are
try
like
piloting with your octopus body?
there are like 8 or 7 like suction cup marks on my
Does
face.
does the octopi body give me disadvantage?
Sadly, yes.
Yes.
Oh
But
no.
you also have you can spend vigor to ignore that penalty.
Yeah.
I will do
Just
that
do
for this
that.
last one. Yes.
Yeah.
You all board up on the ship. You detach umbilical. It separates from the colony house. Quick question: do you leave the colony house side open so the waters flood in,
Oh.
or do you
No.
close it
No, of
as
course
well?
not.
Nope.
When you do-
Again,
Because keep in
whatever
mind,
these things are.
yeah,
Yeah.
because keep in mind, They're staying after the door, not in the colony.
Yeah. No. That'll be. Again, we were here to rescue. Well, they couldn't be rescued. So, yeah, no, we're
Yes.
leaving. We'll leave
Yep.
them be in case they have something up their sleeves that can, or they might change their minds. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Leave them alone.
You all board the ship, seal both sides, detach umbilical. Octopus, take us out of here.
Do I roll?
Roll your pilot.
Oh god.
Let's
One last
go.
thing.
One
Before
last.
You
we
get
die.
you get a bonus 20 from Yokefellow, guiding you with
Yeah.
Yokefellow's knowledge of air and ground piloting.
Okay.
Wait, it's a meme. Earth, ground, and space pilots piloting a submarine.
Hey!
26.
We're
Oh,
gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
it'll be
You
okay.
start rising up the surface.
Let's
You
go.
start receiving signals, and you start receiving transmissions. Firewall contacts you. Team, how goes the mission? We are receiving you much clearer. Are you leaving the surface?
Affirmative. We just received the burst message, and we turned tail practically immediately. No use looking for ghosts.
I see. Proceed immediately to the next way station. A firewall ship will be ready there to receive you. As per procedure.
Mm.
Dante, of course, tells aloud, they're gonna get rid of us.
God damn it! Stop saying stuff out loud, you goddamn monkey.
Yeah. Gorilla looks at you, brow furrowing, and I'm sorry, I shall learn to lie.
Hey,
I-
just be silent like me.
Gawai,
I
you're
still
staring at the
Yeah.
control.
I just
Do
look at
you bring yourself?
Yeah, go away.
Sorry, go
I
on, go on.
knowing there's this like yeah, I work for the firewall, but I will always be about freedom. I look at the others. I smile. And the thing
You want
is,
to roll rep to know a place where to fly to?
no, it's more thematic for Gawai
Yeah.
to simply let the ship cruise wherever it needs to be. And if we get lost,
Yeah.
it's like for her, it's better for them to get lost in space and see where the road leads them.
Letting go of the controls, leaving it to fly in one direction. The team sees that you're doing this. Yokefellow, do you agree with this?
Hey, this sounds fun. But if you will be flying for too long, I will probably request to go somewhere specific. I may or may not know some places.
Yeah, I will
Look at your rep.
pat.
Yeah, look at your
Hold
rep
on.
for
Yeah.
ideas.
Before that,
Yeah,
I will tap go away and say, if you're planning to have us do a Viking funeral, we should at least get plastered before we do that.
Wiggles tentacles.
No funerals. Just roll some die
Yeah.
of fate.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll do my anarchy thing. It's like a 60.
Okay.
You guys really
That's our
like
last
that?
roll for the night.
Sure. Yeah, I'm terrible at rolling, so let's see.
Oh,
Hey!
Really? Now you want to roll well? Son of a bitch. God, I hate dice. RNGesus, you bitch.
What did you get?
Pardon?
36.
Sorry, I was not in the room. What did you get?
Yeah, I got
36.
36 and my score is 60, so I succeeded.
You succeed. You remember there's a station that the anarchists used to hide out from stuff that's not far here in Jupiter.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing. I think we need to just, leave a message with info what's down there. Maybe like the later
No.
translator. I mean, they already know that we have forks, probably. Or they will figure out it as long as they send next group.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
they'll
matter
just
of
send
time.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, but that'll be on them, not us.
Yeah.
Those are different iterations. Let them deal with it.
Okay.
So you share the coordinates, Killjoy?
No, screw that.
No. I'm just proposing, cooperation.
Yeah, I know. The more people they send, the farther we are from the chain, the less they'll hunt us. There.
And you drift off into space, leaving behind Europa and its promises. Forks, but forks that are free.
Eh.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing over
It was
a
fun.
minute.
I won a
Yeah.
fun campaign. That's not
I
fair.
figured as much.
All
I was
right.
really hoping you'd go through, and then when you go in,
No.
you would have seen what they've done. They've been reviving people throughout history.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's
no,
that
I got
Zekas.
I got the I think I've seen this in like sci-fi where yeah, because technically we are digital beings, right? Because we're not the originals technically.
Yep.
Even though
Yes.
we've transferred bodies and stuff, yeah, the originals have to be somewhere. So
So
why
the
not
idea,
here?
so the idea was beyond the door there was a Titan machine, and we're calling Titan machines any machine that's beyond human.
Yeah.
That can fully recorporate someone from data, and
Ah,
Yep.
the colonists tried it and learned that it was working, and then they started trying inputting knowledge gathered from history about historical people, and that's what they started getting out as well. So
'cause
had you guys gone through the door, you would have met someone who seems like Gandhi. You would have met
Yeah.
someone who seems
Jose is
like
Jesus. Yeah.
actually
Right?
Jose was Jose Rizal.
Oh shit! I was
Oh.
way off there. I thought that was Jesus.
Oh my god.
Jose.
No, because
I heard like I heard like a Spanish name, sort of, and then I went, "Oh, is this supposed to be
the
a Jesus
reason for
analog?"
that was if you were to ask about Jesus and the like, they would say, "Oh, we don't do fiction."
Oh my
Ah.
god. Okay. Wait.
So that
Alright.
would have been the
eh.
colony's mindset, of course, not
Okay.
mine.
I guess I was off on that part.
Can I?
Ah.
Okay.
I
But
genuinely
there,
thought it was just Jesus.
Alright,
Because
we'll
I'll
have to
just.
wrap up. Then we need to
fun.
say
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, raid out. Yeah, go ahead. Do your
Yes.
raiding out, and then
Thank
we can
you. I just want to say.
calm down.
I just want to say. The last leg, I failed the con save, but I want to thank everybody who joined Twitch Affiliate Celebration, especially to the GMs Toby and Jod, and also the players who joined in. I know it was such short notice for 2 weeks, but I appreciate you guys for coming by. Thank you, Bone, for the community subs. I appreciate Sandasune, Red. A lot of people rated out for some reason. well, during the scuffness. Thank you for that. All things considered, I'm glad I went back to my roots of TTRPGs to celebrate my affiliate. And thank you for those who followed, and I hope you guys tune in to more streams and more activities in the coming days. If you guys want to follow all the cool GMs that have been, gracing this channel, running games, go check them out. Tag Sessions, Jod the God on Twitter. Nero, he's just around. You can see you can see him in the other campaigns I'm in. Or RPG Cebu, if ever. And Yan for Confluence. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll raid Vin now
Yeah, I
with
also
raid
do not
messages.
stream.
Raid messages. Here you go, Mayday. Send raid Maydays. Raid to
Yay.
win now. First ever
Quote, unquote.
TTRPG fellow. And I think I raided out. Did I? I think I did.
I can still
I'm
see
not
you.
sure. I'm
Ah,
not familiar.
You're
Yay.
still
enough with
live.
this.
Did I?
Yeah.
Ever raided? Okay, we're good.